We will get to rolling. Wait for some moderators to come in. Okay, let's go.
Self-hate.
Okay, so this is Big Mike, The Pattern, Umar Johnson, and Native Black Disrespect. Native Black Disrespect. Here we go.
Self-hate aspect to this too. And I know the ADOS FBAs, they're not the pretendings. And I say that respectfully, because at least with the ADOS FBAs, they admit their ancestors came from Africa. We're fighting as descendants of African, not no American. You ain't never putting that no title, no organization of mine. Descendants of African freedmen.
That's crazy when America is the one that gave us our emancipation. When America is the one that fought the Civil War. When we were freed right here in America. His argument from jump just sounds senseless to me. It sounds baseless. If you want to identify with Africa, go to Africa, homie. Go to Africa, but you can't force your beliefs on everyone else.
In America. Is it not common sense, Loon, to unite with my African brothers and sisters in Ghana, in Malawi, in Nigeria, in Jamaica, in other places around the British Empire who are fighting for the same thing when we are all kith and kin anyway?
My question is, if we all can, and we got to go all pan-African, and we got to include Africa, why the hell Africa don't speak up when something goes wrong with us black people right here? Why? Like Africa's not over there with slaves and doing what they do. I don't understand the significant difference. I don't understand it. We were free in America. You know what I mean? We were oppressed in America. We got our civil rights in America. Africa don't owe me sugar, honey, iced tea. You know what I mean? They don't owe me sugar, honey, iced tea. But America, that's a different story.
Does it make sense for me to be at odds with a Jamaican who may very well be my blood cousin? Does it make sense for me to be at odds with a Nigerian who might very well be my blood uncle? How are y'all going to treat identity and history? Because y'all cutting yourself off from your root and you identifying with a man who's trying to get rid of you. That's the weakness of the movement, Loon.
Who is that they're identifying with?
Say that again.
Who is that they are identifying with this?
Americans.
Okay.
Both of them call themselves.
We are American, idiot. Guess what, Umar? You're American too, idiot. You're American too, idiot.
Americans. Both groups. So they identify with the plantation.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
One
Yes.
time.
They cutting themselves
What's
off
up, nephew?
from the ancestors.
Ooh, let Umar tell it. We are cutting ourselves off from the ancestors, guys. Let Umar tell it. We got some Nigerian uncles out there and some Jamaican cousins. All right. Guys, these Pan-Africans are losing their mind. And instead of just losing their mind in peace, they've always got to bring the Indigenous Black American community into it. We are those folks that focus on genealogy, records-based research, not arguing back and forth with Africans in Twitter spaces all day. We are the folks who don't wave the foundational Black American banner because we know it's a movement spearheaded by a charlatan. And if you read the official FBA website, you see that they believe...
Nephew always got Snoop on standby. They lucky I ain't found Cat yet. I'm looking for Cat Williams too, but they lucky I got Snoop on standby. They always come in here with the Snoop, you know what I'm saying? My nickname Snoop, that don't offend me. You know what I'm saying? That don't offend me.
Black Americans didn't even exist in America until we were shipped here from Africa by Spaniards in like the 1600s. Meanwhile, me and my family are documented as indigenous members of the Muskogee Creek Nation who've been here since the beginning of time. You see the issue. You see the disconnect. Let's talk about it. You're here, you're watching because you don't rock with the Pan-Africanism, but maybe, unfortunately, you fell for the FBA okie doke. I mean, any acronym, any movement that's not really a movement that has a leader but doesn't really...
Kip 2, you ain't wrong. What's up with your Kip 2?
Have a leader. I mean, any organization that's not talking about tracing your ancestry and then figuring out what to identify as, they're leading you astray. Why would you identify as an American descendant of slaves if you haven't even done your family's genealogy to figure out if your ancestors were ever enslaved to begin with? Why would you identify as a foundational Black American, not to be confused as a Native Black American or an Indigenous Black American? Foundational Black American is predicated on the belief that you still descend from African slaves. I mean, why would you identify as an FBA if you haven't done your family genealogy to figure out if your ancestors were actually shipped from Africa? All these different cult-like identity movements, I'm trying to warn you about them. I'm trying to give you some game. The only thing Mike preaches over here is awareness and genealogy. Be aware of the tricks and the schemes that the charlatans, the fraudsters, the scammers online are trying to perpetrate on our community. And if you haven't already, do your family's genealogy. You'll find out more than you ever thought. You'll learn so much more about yourself, about your community, about what your ancestors went through. And that's why I built the website nativeblackAncestry.com to help you out. But guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes, shall we? Can we get into the meat and potatoes? Because we've got to really stop pretending that this conversation is about unity. It's about narrative control. The claim is that rejecting a singular Pan-African identity is self-hate, that slavery was simply African slavery, and that emphasizing American lineage specifically divides us. Now, what division does it really cause by not following some fraudulent notion of Pan-Africanism? I say fraudulent notion because Africans don't even practice Pan-Africanism. They're on the continent of Africa right now, enslaving each other, butchering each other. They are not all one African over there. They're very tribal. So why would we fall for the scam, for the fraudulent notion of Pan-Africanism? Why would anyone ever say that being more specific about our American lineage divides us? Why would someone make that claim? Oh, because that person is Umar Johnson and his career.
My thing is, when it comes to Pan-African, we're supposed to seek reparations, fighting together, and what? Give that to Africa? What the hell has Africa done for us? We don't come from Africa. And we talked about those slave ships. We don't come from Africa. So I don't see how we owe Africa anything. Africa did not liberate us. They didn't emancipate us. Africa didn't have a civil rights war on our behalf. Africa didn't pass Amendment 13, 14, and 15 in their constitution for us. So I don't understand the significance of including Africa when Africa does not speak up or stand up for foundational Black Americans or for ADOS or whoever else. They never speak up, y'all. When these police was unaliving us in the streets, you tell me when Africa spoke up. But if you treat a Chinaman wrong right here, I guarantee China speaks up. You speak German wrong, I guarantee Germany speaks up. When has Africa spoke up on our behalf here in America? And we're just supposed to gracefully honor Africa, who's a part of the whole charade. They was a part of the slave trade, y'all. The slave trade, okay? The slave trade, which means they traded slaves as well. Yes, Africa. What the hell do we owe them, y'all?
Career is predicated on the fraudulent notion of Pan-Africanism. He literally gets paid to do tours and speaking engagements for African communities across the world. I mean, I guess the more that we do our genealogy, the more we mess with his bottom line. The more we realize our ancestors were Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, Yamasee, the more we stop falling for the year of return Ghana tourism scam, right, guys? I mean, let's deal with documented facts. Long before the peak of the transatlantic slave trade in British North America, there was a massive American Indian slave trade. From the 1500s into the early 1700s, indigenous people from the Southeast, Creek, Yamasee, Choctaw, Wale, Chickasaw, Timucua, and others were enslaved in large numbers.
But no one talks about that, and that seems to be what Umar Johnson overlooks. You know, that seems to be what Umar overlooks. I don't think Umar really studied his history that much, because he would know that a lot of those slave ships that left Africa never really touched American soil. Few of them, yes, but not the amount that they're saying. Those were to the Caribbeans, Haiti, Brazil, you know, things of that nature. They didn't touch here like that.
30 and 50,000 Native Americans were exported through Charlestown, South Carolina alone. And that is in colonial shipping records. That is before African importation into British North America. So when someone reduces American slavery to African slavery, they're skipping the first large scale.
Kip 2, I need a favor. I was trying to kick a clown out of here this morning, you know, but I accidentally kicked Malou out. Is there any way that you can find Malou and see if you can unhire her from the channel and bring her back? I think I did, but it was an accident, man. Biggest mistake I ever made.
Enslaved population in this territory. Indigenous people. That is not theory, that is documented. Now let's talk numbers. Roughly 12.5 million Africans, they claim, were transported into the transatlantic slave trade. Did you know that less than 4% of them were actually taken to British North America? What would later become the United States? Less than 4%. Most of the Africans trafficked to the Americas went to Brazil or the Caribbean. And that data comes from the Transatlantic Slave Trade Database. So when people...
There it is. There it is. I'm going to run that back. There it is.
Tribal. So why would we fall for the scam, for the fraudulent notion of pan-Africanism? Why would anyone ever say that being more specific about our American lineage divides us? Why would someone make that claim? Oh, because that person is Umar Johnson and his career is predicated on the fraudulent notion of pan-Africanism. He literally gets paid to do tours and speaking engagements for African communities across the world. I mean, I guess the more that we do our genealogy, the more we mess with his bottom line. The more we realize our ancestors were Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, Yamasee, the more we stop falling for the year of return Ghana tourism scam, right, guys? I mean, let's deal with documented facts. Long before the peak of the transatlantic slave trade in British North America, there was a massive American Indian slave trade. From the 1500s into the early 1700s, indigenous people from the Southeast, Creek, Yamasee, Choctaw, Wale, Chickasaw, Timucua, and others were enslaved in large numbers. Between 30 and 50,000 Native Americans were exported through Charlestown, South Carolina alone. And that is in colonial shipping records. That is before African importation into British North America. So when someone reduces American slavery to African slavery, they're skipping the first large-scale enslaved population in this territory.
And that's what I don't understand about the Pan-African movement, especially Umar Johnson. You were never a slave in Africa. You were never a slave. Africa wrote no constitutions, no amendments up to free you from slavery. You know, there was a president right here who freed us from slavery, so to speak. It wasn't really about us, but hey, it happened. You know what I mean? It was America. It was America. So we're identifying as exactly who we are. Americans. Now, we just got over the African-American BS with Jesse Jackson. Now, here you go trying to put us in Africa. We've never been to Africa. I don't have any African cousins. Caribbean cousins, yes. Africa, no. No. Never been there a day in my life. And Africa does not speak up on our behalf. But we're supposed to just glorify Africa. We're supposed to glorify the very people who traded our people into slavery. Come on, make that make sense, man. Make that make sense. That's like those involved in the Holocaust waking up and giving Adolf Hitler praises, y'all. That's what it sounds like to me. You're gonna slaughter us and do us all types of wrong, but you expect us to turn around and praise you and claim you and worship you? That's not how the game goes. It's not how the game goes. Africa voluntarily gave up all of those slaves. Africa helped round up the people that they traded into slavery, y'all. So Africa, hey, listen, they gonna get this work too. They gonna get this work too. I don't give a damn what Umar's saying. They gonna get this work too. Umar, ain't you got a school to build? Ain't you got a school to open? Ain't you got money to give back to the people? Huh, Umar? Huh, Umar?
Indigenous people. That is not theory, that is documented. Now let's talk numbers.
FBA
Roughly
convo.
12.5 million Africans, they claim, were transported into the transatlantic slave trade. Did you know that less than 4% of them were actually taken to British North America, what would later become the United States? Less than 4%. Most of the Africans trafficked to the Americas went to Brazil or the Caribbean. And that data comes from the transatlantic slave trade.
And a majority of them went to Brazil. There's still Africans walking around there right now. They've got a place called Little Africa in Brazil. Ain't nothing over here called Little Africa. Maybe Little Cuba, Little Haiti. We ain't got no Little Africa. We ain't got that. But in Brazil, they do.
Database. So when people speak as if America received the bulk of enslaved Africans, that is historically inaccurate. Now, combine that with another documented reality.
I appreciate the gift, Brian Christmas. Hey, can we put BC in the comment box, please? In the chat box. Can we put BC in the chat box, please? Whenever someone gives, we always put their name in the chat. Let's keep it traditional. We appreciate what BC did. Can we put BC in the chat, please?
Racial reclassification. Walter Plecker in Virginia, early 1900s, actively reclassified Native Americans as Negro. He sent letters to clerks instructing them to change racial designations on birth certificates.
And this is what we call paper genocide, which is also a part of the Eraser Act that the colonizers use. I appreciate that, Johnny Cash.
In Louisiana did the same thing, collapsing Creole and Indigenous identities into Black. Census categories shifted over time: Indian, mulatto, colored, Black.
BC, thank you, BC. I appreciate you. And Johnny, I think I better put my phone in do not disturb.
One-drop rule hardened racial identity in the late 19th and early 20th century. Before that, race categories were fluid. Means you're cutting yourself off from your roots. I say this: what if some roots were deliberately removed from the record?
Exactly.
What if entire indigenous nations were administratively relabeled? You cannot ignore documented reclassification and then accuse people of self-hate for questioning identity compression. Come on. We literally do our genealogy, read that our grandparent went from Indian to mulatto to color to Negro to Black, all in their lifetime, reclassified as...
And we're supposed to claim African heritage. What the hell does that have to do with African heritage when we've done the work, we've done the research, traced the genealogy, seen pictures, had parents, grandparents, great-grandparents that told us that validated the same thing, but we're supposed to roll with Umar because he said we're Black and we're supposed to get that love back to Africa. What the hell has Africa done for us? These Africans come over here and think they better than us the minute they touch down, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The minute they touch down. These Africans don't even identify with us, but we're supposed to identify with them.
It's 3, 4, 5 different things, but Umar's going to tell us it's self-hate to question the narrative. Okay. All right. And let's deal with another uncomfortable fact. African participation in the slave trade is historically recorded. That's right. West African states such as Dahomey and Oyo captured and sold war captive to European traders. Remember, guys, it's called a slave trade. It's not called a holy war. It's not called a mass invasion. No white men bear crawled through the jungles of Africa and stole Africans and forced them on a ship.
Them Africans gave them slaves up.
Africans and selling them to Europeans for trinkets.
Exactly. That's why I say Africa don't get a pass. Africa does not get that pass. We don't roll that way. Africa ain't never did a damn thing for us. And Africa took part in chattel slavery. Now, a lot of those slave ships that left Africa did not touch here. Did not touch here. We were already here. We were those black Indian tribes. We were already here.
But Umar wants us to identify with Africans who may have sold some of your ancestors if you do have African heritage.
And that's what I'm saying. For those who may have African heritage, because let's be honest, you know, there was a few of those slave ships, 4% that touched here. So let's say they did mingle with indigenous people. Let's say those black slaves, those black Egyptians, those African slaves that did dropped off here. Let's say they did mingle, all right, with indigenous black tribes. Let's say they did mingle with, you know, whoever. You may still be part African, some of you, you know what I mean? But to give that grace back to Africa when Africa deceived you in the first place and sold you into slavery for a little of nothing, y'all. Do y'all understand they was putting people in slavery for things like mirrors and scissors and stuff like that, y'all? The pettiest things. The pettiest things, y'all. The pettiest things.
Talk about the African conquistadors who came over here working for the Spanish to infiltrate indigenous communities and help them colonize our land. But someone like Umar will have you lost in the sauce, identifying with some Africans who could have backdoored your ancestors. Hey. Now,
the same way Umar Johnson backdoored all the women that gave him those contributions for FDMG Academy. Where is it? Since 2015, where is it? Where is it? What about them taxes, Umar? What about them taxes? What about your accounts being frozen? What about the FBI investigating you, Umar? You are the biggest fraud right now. Your trust among our community is not there. It's not there. Umar, you know what? You're the reason, Umar, that nobody feels comfortable even donating to anything that has to do with any type of black excellence anymore, so to speak. You know what I mean? No one trusts you. You ruined the game, Umar. You ruined the game. You ruined the game.
That does not excuse European chattel slavery, but pretending that Africa had no participation is dishonest. History is complex. It is not propaganda. If we can hold Europe accountable, we can acknowledge African intermediaries without collapsing into denial. Now let's talk reparations. Reparations are jurisdictional. British North America existed before 1776. After 1776, the United States continued slavery under American law. After 1865, black codes were American law. Convict leasing was American policy. Jim Crow was American policy. Redlining was American policy.
And breeding slaves became an American policy, and a Brazilian policy, and an African policy, and everywhere else. Breeding them. Once they banned the import of slaves, America started breeding them. Breeding slaves. They had one slave, and his job was to make baby after baby after baby. This man has fathered over 200 children doing slavery. We covered him before on a live stream. Covered him before, and I'm giving y'all facts.
Claims against the United States government are based on United States jurisdiction. That is legal reasoning, not division. But Umar is trying to say in the video that I'll play shortly that we need to be going after the British, not after America. I mean, he's all kinds of lost. Unity does not require erasing American specificity. Alliances do not require identity flattening. You can cooperate globally without compressing history into a single origin narrative. Now, the problem with oversimplified Pan-African framing is that it assumes that every Black American descends exclusively from enslaved Africans, and that American history is just a branch of a global African story.
And that is not true.
But documented history in this territory includes indigenous slavery, racial category collapsing, registrar-directed reclassification, and census manipulation. If identity was altered administratively, then present labels cannot be treated as pure biological proof of singular origin. That's logic. This is not about hostility towards Africans. It is about refusing historical reduction. Because when you erase indigenous slavery, when you ignore reclassification, when you skip paper genocide, you're not promoting unity, you're promoting selective memory. And selective memory benefits the system that engineered those classifications in the first place. So no, this is not self-hate. This is historical accountability. Pull up the census records. Look at 1870. Look at 1880. Watch how Indian disappears. Watch how mulatto becomes black. Watch how identity shifts decade to decade. That's not emotional rhetoric. That's federal documentation. Unity built on incomplete history is fragile. Unity built on the full record is strong. And the full record includes indigenous enslavement, African enslavement, racial engineering, bureaucratic identity collapse. And if that makes people uncomfortable, good. History is not supposed to be comfortable.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be accurate.
Exactly.
But guys, let me play for you in length the asinine claims that Umar Johnson is now choosing to make.
As FBA, respectfully, I'm going to go with both groups because they represent basically the same thing, but there are differences, right? So ADOS,
which is a descendant of slavery.
No, they're first. FBA comes later.
Okay.
Okay, but they both exist. FBA is more popular, right?
Okay.
EOS FBA. I don't have a problem with the American African people seeing the need to make it clear to other branches of the global African family that when you come here,
what did he just call us? He just called us the American African people. Damn, y'all. Jesse Jackson just died. I never wished death upon any man, but you know what I thought to myself? I thought since that COINTELPRO Negro just went away, maybe this bullshit pan-Africanism can die with it. Maybe the man who racially reclassified us as African Americans in 1988, maybe now that that man is not on this earth, maybe a change can occur. But right after Jesse Jackson passes, we got Umar Johnson trying to pull a Jesse Jackson 2.0, talking about we are Africans in America? What?
You need to be clear, people.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, but they both exist. FBA is more popular, right?
Okay.
EOS FBA. I don't have a problem with the American African people seeing.
The American African people, guys.
What I want to know
Jesse
is
Jackson relabeled as African American.
What I want to know is who told Umar he was the leader of black people? Who told Umar, hey, we need your leadership. Lead us, Umar. Guide us, Umar. Who asked Umar for anything? The only thing I ever asked Umar to do was clean up his damn house. That's it. The only thing I ever asked of Umar was to clean up his damn house. And I used to be, man, listen, I used to actually support this guy. I've talked to him on the phone a few times. You know what I'm saying? We've texted each other a few times, all of this. But Umar has gotten off course. He's gotten off course. Umar need to speak up for all the fraudulent activity he's involved in. Where did all that money go for FDMG? Huh? Why didn't you claim all that money on your taxes the right way? Why didn't you return the money? Why are you around here pandering to hard-working, single-parent black women and taking their money from their kids from them? That could be school shoes, backpacks, and other resources they need for after-school programs. But no, they entrusted you because you were going to open a school for their black boys. Where's your school? Where's your school? And black boys are still in white public schools right now being indoctrinated with whitewash history. Umar, you failed the assignment, my man. You failed the assignment.
Now Umar wants to relabel us the African American people.
The need to make it clear to other branches of the global African family that when you come here, you need to be clear that we built the house and rolled out the carpet for you.
Key Harmony, how you doing? I believe I found Malou earlier, but she may be mad at me. I didn't mean to kick her out. I was trying to kick someone else out and accidentally clicked on Malou, you know, and hit her from the channel. But I did find a button that says unhide her. So she should be able to come back in, but she's probably upset with me, y'all. That was my bad. It was my mistake, Malou. I wasn't trying to go after you, sweetie.
Be respectful in my home the same way you would want for me to be respectful in your home. So the concept of that American African identity, I have no issue with it. It needs to be done. It needs to be.
FBA convo, straight up, he failed. He failed. And I feel like he's the very reason why the Pan-African movement never took off. And he's the reason why we had to come up. Thank God for Tariq. You know what I'm saying? Tariq Nasheed. Because we needed something. Pan-African wasn't doing it. He was pimping the whole Pan-African movement, y'all, for money. For money. For money. The black women built them up. The black women built them up. I ain't built them up. The black women built them up. They trusted him.
This is not new. What is new about it is the adversarial stance that they are taking to.
Because for the first time, we're realizing that even though we gave Africans Red Cross rice and made them our pen pals and saved their starving children that were all.
Normally, I don't read comments without super chats, Linda, but I can put you in your place. I never supported him. I told you I had conversations with him. Yeah, white fatigue is very real, because I'm damn sure tired of Linda already. If you want your comments read at this point, send a super chat. Put some color behind them. I'm not going to entertain the idiocy.
Up in our commercials, that instead we were met with vitriol, contempt. Africans come over here, move to Minnesota and perpetuate the largest COVID scam in existence. Africans come over here, come to our community, cause division, sow disunity. That's why we speak out against these folks who think that skin folk is kinfolk. Let's talk about it.
Kip 2 says supremacist pork tenderloins only. Super chat.
Towards African immigrants who come here from the diaspora, and the energy that they give them, the negative energy that they give them, which supersedes the negative energy you give to the white men who enslaved you then and oppresses you now.
Instead of trying to
Central South American. Well,
I didn't say he was the leader, but he did manufacture the term. He coined the term. He put it into play, and he patented it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was Tariq. I didn't say he was the leader, but Tariq Nasheed came up with FBA. He even patented
it. Can do to me that can exceed what the white man has done to me. So why is it I can have so much vitriol, hatred, disrespect, animosity towards someone who looks like me just because they came from another place, when the white man who's responsible for my hell here, I've never given him half that energy.
He sounds stupid. He said when the white man that's responsible for his hell here, he's not giving them half of that energy. Then why are you giving those Africans half of your energy? Because they are supporters of the slave movement as well. Huh? They disrespected you as well, Umar. They backdoored your kin folks too, Umar. So why is it you got so much hate and disdain for the white people of America, but you don't have that same disdain for the Africans who gave these people up into slavery? You know, real talk. Let's get those likes up, please. Let's get the likes up, everybody. Let's get the likes up. Thank you, Key Harmony. Thank you, beautiful. Let's get the likes up.
Umar is not qualified to try to quantify the amount of energy we have or have not given our European oppressors. He's an internet person.
Let's hit the like button so that YouTube pushes this live stream through the algorithm, y'all. This is a very important conversation. Very important conversation. FBA stand up. FBA stand up. Very important conversation, y'all. Very important. Let's hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Check your devices. Wherever you're streaming from right now, wherever you're watching this stream from, check your device. Let's make sure that like button is lit up, y'all. I always tell y'all it's free to hit that like button. If that like button hits your back, let me know, and we'll jump his ass. We'll gang, because that like button ain't supposed to swing back. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to swing back.
Who scammed our community out of millions, claiming he's going to build a school that's never going to be built. And then again, he's going by lookership. He's talking about these are our African brothers and sisters because they look like us. Guys, I'm not sure if you've ever done this. I have people call into my show, Africans call into my show, claiming we come from them and shit. I'll even pull up side-by-side photos of...
We look nothing like a damn African. We look nothing like a damn Haitian. Nothing. Nothing. Everybody's busy trying to reclassify us rather than making amends and paying up them reparations, making it right, taking care of a solid unpaid debt that America know they owe. America knows they owe it. Why am I going to team up with Africa and Africa help the same Europeans that afflicted us right here on this soil? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Now, to me, that is racist. To me, that is racist. You're going to hold all that disdain for the white people, and the white people passed laws and gave you the Civil Rights Act and everything, but you don't have that same disdain in Africa where it started at when they first gave some of these people up into slavery. What sense does that make? We don't look like no damn West Africans. You stop capping. You might
Black
be
American
African.
versus African. We don't look nothing like no fucking Africans.
Idiot.
We have melanin, yes. Africans have melanin, yes. At least the ones that don't do the skin bleaching, because, you know, they got some real mental health issues over there in Africa. But guys, I don't look like an African. No one can pull up a single photo of a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, a Sierra Leonean, a Bantu, a Somali that looks like...
This is why I ignore the chat. So if y'all ignorance want to be heard, to all the ignorance, if y'all want to be heard, send a super chat. Put some color behind your comment. I'm not reading anything. Put some color behind your comment, because you know you're making ignorant comments, but send that cash though. I'll read your ignorant comment. I'll expose your low IQ. Let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up. Please and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. To those who are here to listen, you know what I mean, and be part of the conversation and not cause any distraction. Can we please get those likes up, please?
Me. And they can't pull up a photo of an African that looks like you. But we keep having folks trying to perpetuate the myth that we look like Africans. Even white people can tell the difference between a Black American and an African.
Exactly.
Nowadays, it's getting a little bit harder because the Africans are really trying to cosplay and dress like us and talk like us and stuff. But come on. We don't look like Africans.
And then on top of that, it's contradictory in this way. You still identify with the white man. You are a Black American? Since when? So you'll call yourself...
How many states, countries, whatever they call it, is in the continent of Africa? How many? So by saying African, who are you identifying with? Because you have white countries, states, however you say it, on the continent of Africa too, especially in South Africa. So it still leaves no, come on, man. They need to do more groundwork. They need to do more groundwork. You idiot who say reparations are for beggars who don't want to work, that generational wealth, where do you think you get it from, ignorant? Where do you think you get it from, ignorant? You don't work. You only sat on horseback with rifles and gave orders. And then you went out to the cottages where your slaves were and you raped them. You graped them. That's what you did. You graped them. You graped them. Huh? You graped them. You're evil. You're not even part of this conversation, homie. If you white, you are not part of this conversation. You have no say in those reparations. You have a say in the lineage of evil that's destroyed this country and other countries globally. But you can't talk about this conversation. Huh? Stay in your place. Stay in your place. You have no opinion in this. Shut your mouth.
An American, but you'll never call yourself an African. Think about that now. After all I've been through in this country, I'm still going to wave their flag. After all I've been through in this country, I'm still going to use their colors. After everything I've been through in this country, I'm still going to identify with the plantation and call myself an American.
And after all the things that Africa was involved in during chattel slavery and the Middle Passage, you're still going to claim Africa. You're still going to claim Africa. Make it make sense. Why? Because Africa is Black? All right. Thank you, SP. Thank you, SP. Appreciate that, SP. Can we put SP in the chat, y'all? Can we put SP in the chat?
Last time I checked, Umar Johnson is an American citizen.
Now I'll read this comment because this is a righteous mind right here. All right. Deity of when reparations are rightfully owed to people. People literally worked and died to maintain this land, and they should be reimbursed for it. Thank you, but only the white people gonna complain because only the white people benefited from slavery. Only the white people benefit from not paying that bill. See, they want to hold on to the money and the generational wealth, and they want power over everything, y'all. They want economic power over everything, but they don't want to level the economic playing field because we've already showed them that we can surpass them with very little. We can surpass them with very little. You know what I mean? Every time. If you don't like my lies, then get your up out of here, man. Get up out of here. It's easy. Elon Musk is talking about something you need to hear over there, man. Go get your Nazi salute on. Go get your Nazi salute on. That's what you do. Go over there and get your Elon Musk Nazi salute on. Huh? Ain't you got a swastika rally to attend somewhere?
And he's an American. He's speaking like someone who renounced his U.S. citizenship and moved to Africa. Notice how these Pan-Africans that preach that Africa is our motherland, they never want to live in Africa. We need to identify as African and African this, and Africans are our brothers and sisters, but you can take the biggest Pan-African in the world, present day, and Umar Johnson, Jermaine Shoemake, and even he don't want to live in fucking Africa.
I'm going to say this as a Pan-Africanist, because we invented the reparations fight. It don't come from FBA, it don't come from ADOS. This was around before they were born. You feel me? Pan-Africanists gave birth to it. Reparations.
There it is right there. And let me ask you a question, Free My Grandma. You know why the J community got those reparations? Because they was white. They were white. They were white. But imagine those involved in the Holocaust, those victims. Imagine them having to go off to Adolf Hitler himself and ask him for those reparations. You think he would have gave it to him? Hell no. He would have told them, I don't like you. That's the reason I did what I did to you. America don't like us. That's why they did what we did. So what the hell do we look like going to a white man who's the cause of all this, asking them about our damn reparations? What the hell do we look like? It's the same America, like it was the same Adolf Hitler. But the J community and the Irish community all got reparations only because they were white. Only because they were white. Only because they were white.
Me is not about different groups and sects of the race fighting for their crumb off the big pie. There should be one fight, one reparation. Do you feel me? We can split it up how we want to split it up after we get it.
So now he's trying to include Africans in North American reparations when some of those African countries were trading African slaves.
Why don't we do it like this, FBA? Since he want to include Africa, right? They want to be all Pan-African and we know the truth. Why don't we do it like this then? We know America owe us reparations. Why don't we go ahead and lay the foundation and say that Africa owe us reparations too then? Huh? If they want to be included and we know of the egregious things that they did during the Middle Passage and chattel slavery, then why don't we go ahead and put it on record that Africa owes us too? Huh? That Africa owes us too. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that?
To Europeans. The transatlantic slave trade would have never existed if it wasn't for Africans' willing participation.
So like I said, why don't we put it on record?
Try to form some...
Why don't we put it on record right now as part of the FBA movement? Not only does America owe us, but Africa owes us too. Africa owes us too, because the slave trade was not possible without Africa. Without Africa. And it's not like they came to Africa with war. They didn't come to Africa with war. Those were contracts. Those were treaties they were signing. That was a whole trade agreement. Africa rounded these people up and sold them into slavery for a little bit of nothing. A little bit of nothing.
Global African reparations movement when Africans were the business partners of our colonizers for years.
Listen, Daddy Trump, whatever your name is, I really wish you would have sent that in the form of a super chat, because that's actually a real comment. That's real. I would have read that for you. That was real.
Look it up, guys. Africans got colonized after being business partners with Europeans, after giving them a bunch of slaves to go send to American colonies. After that, in like the early 1900s, mid 1900s, that's when Africans finally get colonized. And they got colonized for like 30 to 50 years, got their independence, and they still in their current state of dysfunction.
But by you fighting divided for the same restitution, you playing right into the hands of your enemy. There was
And
one.
you are playing into the hands of your enemy too. None of this was possible without Africa. Matter of fact, Umar, I'm finna get like the white folks now. Umar, go to Africa. Why are you here? Do you know where you are? Do you know where your parents gave birth to you at? You know where they paid taxes at? Do you know where your great-grandparents laid the foundation, the bloodshed, the sweat, and the tears at? And you're advocating for Africa? Then move your ass to Africa. Get the ugliest dashiki you can find. Make sure it covers your stomach, because it looks like you don't put on weight with all those donors' contributions. You know what I'm saying? And go over there and set up shop and rally with the same people who put some of our ancestors into slavery. Why don't you do that? Do that. Because you're overlooking the fact that we're indigenous. We were those black Indians that were already here. How are you overlooking your Indian heritage right here culturally to identify with someone who helped put your black ass into slavery? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
One slavery took some of us to the Caribbean. There was one slavery took some of us to the Americas. There was one slavery took some of us to Central and South America, right? But there was one African slavery.
Thank you, Free
And
My
long
Grandma.
before any African was shipped anywhere in the Americas, there was already...
Okay, we got a super chat. Y'all know we read them super chats. All right, let's put Jizzle in the chat, y'all. Put Jizzle in the chat for the super chat. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let's see. It's already a petition by attorney Dennis Sperling for reparations from Africa to FBA. You can sign it on the link on his YouTube page. All right, attorney Dennis Sperling. Attorney Dennis Sperling. Gotcha. Hey, thank you for that info. Y'all hear that, y'all? Attorney Dennis Sperling. Attorney Dennis Sperling.
richly melanated indigenous communities being destabilized, disenfranchised, taken as prisoners of war. And
hey, that was some good information too, Jizzle. I really appreciate that because I had no clue. Thank you, brother. That's what I'm talking about. FBA, stand up. That's what I'm talking about.
Shipped across the American colonies as slaves. Look up the Yamasee War of 1715. What happened to those black Yamasee Indian warriors in the Southeast when they lost that battle? They were shipped to the Caribbean as slaves. Guys, I'm a genealogist. I literally find clients who have ancestors who were plantation slaves in North America. And guess what?
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up, please. Let's move this conversation right on through the algorithm. Let's move it. Evidently, you obsessed with me too because you keep coming back. Black obsession, David. Black obsession. You should be where the hoodies are having a clans meeting. Why are you here? So evidently, you're obsessed with what we got going on too. It's called mind your damn business. You're not even supposed to be here. You don't see a swastika in here. Why are you here? We ain't wearing white hoodies in here. Why are you here? You don't
I
act
find the
black.
name of their slave master.
Your mama was a fool for giving birth to you. They should have sold her coochie clothes when she was in labor with your dumb ass. That's what they should have did, David. That's what she should have did. Let me help you out of your misery, David.
I find the shipping manifest log, the name of the boat they sailed in on, where the boat was leaving, where the boat was going. I have yet to find a single client who has an ancestor shipped as a slave from Africa to the Americas. But you know what I do find? They'll have an ancestor who was taken as a slave from Charleston, South Carolina, down to Savannah, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have an ancestor that was taken from Charleston, South Carolina, down to Florida.
Yeah, the worst thing in the world is hear black people coming here and tether. That's the worst thing in the world. Oh, Hodge twin, oh, the Officer Tatum ass. Come on, man. Out of here with that, man. Oh, Jesse Lee Peterson wannabe.
Oh, and coincidentally, these are areas where there's Black indigenous tribes who are being reclassified as Black and Negro. Ah, you don't say.
Y'all get this food out of here talking about nobody deserves reparations. There go a clown. There go a clown. There go a clown. Get that fool out of here, man. Get that fool out of here, man. I ain't sparing nobody. They coming here with it, man. Listen, I got a mean roast game. Boy, I'll put it on you, boy. I'll put it on you. I'll put it on you. Come here with your ignorant comments. I will put it on you. That's why I only read comments that show up with some color behind it. You know what I'm saying? So if you really mean what you say, racist, you know what I'm saying? Stand 10 toes down. Send it as a super chat. We call it reparations around here. Give back some of that generational wealth you stole. Send it in the form of a super chat. I'll read it then, you cowards.
So are we going to allow someone like Umar Johnson to focus on this African chattel slavery that Africans helped orchestrate to begin with? Look it up, guys. Africans invented the whole...
I got to read this. Kip 2 says indigenous people, indigenous Americans has to be recognized, but we know y'all supremacists want to control the narrative. Kip 2 says King Fire must be that... King Fire must be that lame white little bull. That wasn't King Fire. King Fire, that wasn't King Fire. We got to make that movement. We got to make that movement. We got to make that movement. We got to make the movement, y'all. We got to make the movement. And we're making more traction right now than the Pan-Africans made, y'all. Huh? They've been Pan-Africans since Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? Stokely Carmichael. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Concept of slave trades. They've been trading slaves since the 6th century. They had something called the Arab slave trade. But we're supposed to hyper-focus on Africans selling Africans and Europeans shipping them to the Americas when long before that, when as early as 1493, Columbus himself was taking Black indigenous people as slaves and sending them back to Europe and other places. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Since the early 1500s, Spanish conquistadors are documenting Black indigenous nations all across North America.
And y'all wonder why Spanish people don't like us? Because they was heavily involved in the slave trade as well, y'all. They were heavily involved in the slave trade as well. That's why they act like that. Holy, zoly, toly, what's going on? Pan-Africanism did nothing for us. Finding out we actually from America did more than anything else. Exactly. Exactly. It gave us an identity. It gave us an identity. Reclassification proves that we are indigenous. And why are we the only group to constantly be reclassified 5 times? Huh? 5 times. We're the only group of people that's ever been reclassified 5 times. But you got white people over here who's from Europe, who's from Germany, who's from everywhere. They're not calling themselves European Americans, German Americans, Sicilian Americans. They're not doing that. They're not being reclassified. And we have proof that they're not from here. You just heard them say Columbus got over here by boat. You just heard them. They're not from here. But yet they identify as Americans and not supposed to be all right. And we were actually here when they got here. Anything that was here when they got here makes that individual indigenous. We were here when you got here and Columbus left those accounts. But yet we got to be called something else. But yet we got to be called something else. Y'all changing our history, but you won't change your own and tell the truth. They can identify as Americans knowing damn well white people aren't indigenous, knowing damn well they're not true Americans. But we got to identify as an African American, or we got to bring Africa in our fight when Africa is part of the damn problem. Come on, man. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. This ain't the 80s. We ain't around here rocking no damn African medallions no more. Africa don't speak up when we getting slain right here in the streets of America. Africa ain't putting no tariffs on the United States for mistreating Black people. Africa don't speak up.
But we're supposed to identify as African because some Africans started to get shipped over here in the 1600s. Okay.
So the African...
There you go. Native Americans should be called Siberian Americans. Say that, holy zoly toly. Say that. Power to that. Power to that. Because they're not native either. They were shipped over here after we were reclassified. They were shipped over here as Native Americans. They were imported, just like some slaves. They're not native. They're not indigenous to the land either. They're not indigenous to this land either.
Of the world, from the continent to the British, Canada had slavery, Australia had it, right? We should all come and sit down. Let's fight this together.
Think about it. The only people who can say that they are indigenous to this land are melanated people, us. We know that the Native Americans was shipped here through the Siberian Strait, y'all. We know how the Europeans got here. We were already here. Only 4%, 4% of those slave ships that left Africa touched American soil. Only 4%. That's very little. That's very minute. Very minute. A majority of those ships landed in Brazil, landed in the Caribbean, landed in Jamaica. They didn't touch here. And now that we know who we are, you have a problem with it. You have a problem with it. Umar is trying to do the same thing Jesse Jackson did. Get us to identify with Africans. Get us to identify with a foreign deity so that this land owes us no reparations domestically. You do not have to pay reparations to anyone on this land who identifies as a foreign deity. But if we actually did the work and identified as the indigenous black Indians we are, guess what, y'all? We get all that back, and that's what they're trying to avoid. That's what they're trying to avoid. They told y'all those pilgrims were the Native Americans. The Indians that the pilgrims did that to were Native Americans. No, they were not. They were black Indians. They were black Indians. How do you think the Homestead Act came about? And right after you did that, you did the $5 Indian Act. You pretendians. You pretendians. You pretendians. You pretendians. White people tell you all day, oh, I'm Cherokee. You ain't you were pretending. You bought that title. You paid $5 to claim to have about 2-3% Indian so that you can have that land distributed to you that they took from the original Indians, which were us. Which were us. Which were us.
I think they reject
You
that.
would get it quicker.
Yeah.
You would get more because guess what? It's a united front. But because we hate each other more than we hate racism, because we hate each other.
See, I like fools like this. You were never a slave. You know what? A lot of those white J community ancestors that's receiving reparations from America and Germany to this day, they weren't victims of the Holocaust, but you didn't tell them that. You still paid them reparations, didn't you? Because they were white. Because they were white. See, y'all white people so hateful, you'll give it to the Irish. You don't tell the Irish, hey, you wasn't a slave. You just give it to them because they white. You don't tell that J community in the Holocaust, those ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you weren't part of the Holocaust. You couldn't have been part of the Holocaust because I'm talking to you. You're applying for reparations right now. Did you ask them what they went through? Did you ask them what they went through? Did you ask them what they went through? Did you ask any of the ancestors of those Holocaust members what they went through? Did you tell them they weren't never involved in the Holocaust? We know they couldn't have been because they are alive, fool. That just proves how racist you are. Oh, we gonna get them checks. Y'all gonna cut them checks. Y'all gonna cut them checks. And you know what? To be this racist, to be that racist, don't you know your time is about up? Your birth rate is dropping. Your birth rate is dropping. The sun does not smile upon you. You're dying at an all-time high quicker than anyone in the country, globally as well. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think that black and brown will soon be in control of this country? You don't think that those laws that your white forefathers put into place to give you an advantage over every other ethnicity is going to be rewritten and destructed? And then who do you think is going to be on the receiving end of the hell that you orchestrated from the get-go? You guys. You guys. Thy enemy will become thy footstool. Get ready to prop your feet up on them, FBA. Get ready to prop your feet up on them, FBA. I say put your feet up on them, FBA. Put your feet up on them, FBA. It's coming.
More than we hate racism, I don't want to unite with no black Africans. I don't want to unite with no Caribbeans. And you got Africans saying the same thing. I don't want to unite with no descendants of no slaves, right? I want to fight my own thing. So ECOWAS got their own fight. Black British got their own fight.
Listen, Joshua. They want you to focus on that white God they gave you. That white God in that Bible was actually Satan. He unalived more people than the damn devil did himself. They gave you that colonial belief. They gave you that colonial belief. You know what I'm saying? They gave that to you. I ain't turning the other cheek. I ain't forgiving nothing. I ain't forgiving nothing. I don't practice that. I'm about my money. I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes down. Damn that made up God. Don't pray for me. You wonder why you still praying? Because they done trained you to wait on a white man to come save you. What white man gonna come save you? The real sun rises every day, homie. The real sun comes up and saves all of us every day, homie. And that's what they plagiarized it off of. But you too indoctrinated to know that. You're too indoctrinated to know that. Why don't we fine-tune these black people to sit here and wait for a prejudiced, racist white man to come save them like white people has ever came to save us, ever, so that we don't empower him to get up and exercise the God and the power in him to make it happen for his damn self. Huh? To make it happen for your damn self. You rather sit and be lazy and wait on somebody to come save you than get up and make it happen your damn self. Because that's all they teaching you. You're indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated. That Bible got just as much slavery in it that covered the world. Slaves obey your slave masters as you obey your master in heaven. Huh? That Bible said it's okay for them to go around continent to continent and gain slaves and to sell them and to own them and to beat them within an inch of their life. The Bible condones it. What God? How do you and your oppressor got the same God? So they praying that God keep you in bondage, and you praying to the same God that he free you from bondage. How does that work? How does that work? How does that work? You got a colonizer praying, dear Lord Jesus, keep these N-words in bondage. This money is good. I sure need these N-words to pick this harvest. It's going to be a great harvest. And then the same people are praying to the same white God they gave you. God, please take us out. Please take us out. Guess what? God sided with them because we got over 400 years of oppression, baby. God sided with them. That same God you believe in sided with them. Wake the hell up, people. Wake the hell up, people. Wake the hell up, people.
Got their own fight. Black America got their own fight. And it's sectionalized, sectarian.
That's what I'm saying.
Communicating with each other. So the white man going to play his old game of what? Divide and conquer, separate and rule. So I don't have an issue with the American.
The fact that he wasn't real, y'all. The fact that these are indoctrinated people, man. These are indoctrinated people. These are indoctrinated people. Indoctrinated people who don't study. They got cell phones, they got tablets, they got computers, they got everything. And all they got to do is look this stuff up and do the work. But they won't because the Bible taught them not to doubt. The Bible wants them to be the good little Sullivan Negroes they always were. Don't doubt. Just do what we say. Just do what we say. King James had homosexual tendencies. King James also wrote a book called Demonology, How to Call on Demons. Now, why would you do that? Boy, you don't study. You don't study. Y'all run around talking about voodoo and hoodoo and sorcery and all of that. What is communion? What is communion? Huh? That's cannibalism. You're teaching someone cannibalism. They didn't eat 1.4 million slaves that passed away during a voyage. Huh? They didn't eat 1.4 million. Where does that come from? Putting your hands together to pray is a ritual. Where does that come from? A pastor anointing your head with oil and drawing a cross on your head is a ritual. Boy, you don't study. You so damn indoctrinated. You so damn indoctrinated.
African people having a black agenda for themselves that they need to carry out. It's only when you start criminalizing and antagonizing other Africans as if they're responsible for the condition.
Hey, you know what? I'm finna love this right here. I'm finna love this. Oh, you shouldn't have kicked them out. Oh, I'm finna love that. I'm finna love that. I'm gonna tell my bus full of black people is finna pull up to his door and beat the hell out of him. You lucky you got him out of here.
When person, I gotta find somebody and put them beneath me so I can look down on them and mistreat them. And it's back and forth between black Africans.
Key Harmony, sweetheart, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Telling everybody to get them likes up. But these are the racists now. Those racists not gonna hit that like button because they don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. They do not want the truth. Real talk. They don't want the truth. They're asleep. They're asleep. All of that slavery in the Bible, and y'all coming here protecting the Bible. You're praying to the same God that your oppressors prayed to. Huh? Telling the truth is not racist. Not paying somebody reparations after 400 years of slavery. You know what I'm saying? And hell and chaos. That's evil. That's racist. Passing policies to keep you on top, that's racist. It was a white man that said, since we got to free those Negroes, we might as well have them voting Democrat for the next 200-300 years. That was a white man. LBJ, that ain't racist. Slavery ain't racist. Redlining ain't racist. Zip coding ain't racist? Huh? The Homestead Act wasn't racist? The Trail of Tears wasn't racist? The Eraser Act wasn't racist? Huh? It wasn't racist? FBA Convo, thank you for the $5 contribution, my man. You know what I'm saying? FBA Convo say the homie cut cooking today. No, they want to consider everything else to be racist except for their own racist damn actions. Except for their own racist damn actions. Imagine how much better the world would have been had they kept their ass in them Caucasus Mountains. Huh? Imagine how much better globally the world would have been had the minority, that's right, y'all are the minority across the world globally. That's right, the world is 80% melanated. Do your homework. Your information is wrong. Your information is wrong. So technically, the minority, y'all, has been causing all the hell. Imagine how much better life would have been, at least in 5 different countries or continents, had they kept their ass in the Caucasus Mountains, y'all. But they ain't gonna talk about that. That's racist, though. That's racist, though. The slave trade wasn't racist, but what I just said was racist, though. You unaccountable vampires.
In Black America, a lot of this is victim consciousness. I don't want to be the lowest, so I'm going to victimize and step on the American African. I don't want to be the lowest, so I want to victimize and step on the African immigrant, because in America, we're the lowest.
What if it's about
somebody lower than me? Because I want to do to somebody else what the white man been doing to me, and we all have that disease.
You're right. We all have that disease. How did those diseases get here? How did those diseases get here? You even whitewashed 700 years of Moorish history when they actually went and saved Europe, when they actually went and saved Spain. You won't talk about that, though. Anything that black people did for you, you won't talk about that. We were here globally before anyone else. You guys are nothing without us. You have done nothing. You have built nothing. All you did was destroy and colonize and talk shit and change history. That's all you do. That's why the sun does not smile upon you. That's why the sun does not smile upon you. I tell you every time, you got to be pretty damn evil to colonize somebody else's indigenous land, and then the sun itself curses you, gives life and light and substance and healing and growth to everything else but your devilish ass. Come on, man. Come on, man. And you don't deserve no sunscreen, Carlito. You don't deserve no sunscreen, you bastard.
And been colonized, and we're living with an occupying nation? Yes. Are we the lowest in this country? No.
Look at they always try to defer. Oh, reliving the past and the present. Okay, but you spending all them past money. You spending them past generational wealth, ain't you? How you think you got it? How you think you got it? How do you think you got it? No, white people stop being racist. You know what? White people will know y'all not racist when we get those reparations. We'll know y'all not racist when you get back on your little voyage ships and you take your ass back home. You know what I'm saying? We'll know you're not racist when somebody signs a bill into place for ICE to go after y'all ass too, because y'all are the biggest group of illegal immigrants here on the land. Huh? Y'all need that brown. Y'all need that black. Y'all need that melanin, and you ain't got it. You ain't got it. I sound hella truthful is what I sound like. I sound hella truthful. Oh, boy, look how y'all defer. Look how you play victim when the truth comes out. You always run from the truth. You need to get y'all asses back on the voyage ships you came over on and take your asses back. This ain't your land. This ain't your land. This ain't your land. If you leave right now, you have an opportunity returning back to Europe to live at least 3 years longer than you would live here due to this sun, y'all. Our sun. Our sun. The real sun. The real sun that rises every day and comes to save people. See, I can tell you when my sun is going to rise. You're still waiting on your fake ass sun to rise. Huh? I can tell you when my sun is going to rise, but you're still waiting on your fake ass sun to rise. Make it make sense.
Take all the racism of the past. You can take the trials of the tribulations. It is 2026. Black Americans are not on the bottom of the totem pole. Illegal immigrants would be. A whole bunch of them illegal immigrants.
Tony, I am
African,
home.
By the way.
Wait a minute. Tony, I am home, but you're not. You're not. You're not home. Return home. Go ahead and go home, knuckle dragger. Go on back home. Go on back home, Neanderthal. Go on back home. The one that's truly got the primate gene. Go on back home. The one that's truly the monkey. Go on back home. I tell you all the time, why y'all think y'all like climbing them mountains? Huh? Why you think you like hiking, climbing hills and mountains? Don't monkeys climb? Don't monkeys climb? Y'all had to climb back up to them goddamn holes in the Caucasus Mountains where you had your ancestors at, where you created all that incest at, where you ate your ancestors and your family when they died. Huh? Climb on back up to them caves. That's what you do, knuckle dragger. Climb on back up to them caves.
So yeah, I'd say African migrants sneaking through the Mexican border fence back when Biden was in office, thinking that they would never face the day when they'd get deported. I think they're at the bottom.
Hypocrite. What does all that hate do for white people? It created generational wealth. So we'll stop hating when we get our generational wealth. Huh? Don't play victim now. Don't play victim now. What you expect us to be good little black people and turn the other cheek? We supposed to forgive you? Damn you. Ain't nothing forgiving. Damn your children too. I got that Nat Turner energy in me, baby. I got that Nat Turner energy, baby. Real talk. Real talk. That Nat Turner energy. If you do it to us, damn it, we do it to you. Huh? Huh? Y'all slaughtered our babies and fed them to alligators. You think yours will be spared? Huh? You only got about 5 or 10 more years before this power shift and this power vacuum take place in this country. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? The same damn thing y'all did to us. Y'all got black people around here believing in the damn 10 commandments, but you can't name not one of the 10 commandments that you sick Neanderthal bastards didn't break yourself while colonizing how many countries? How many continents? Huh? Raping how many people? Huh? Thou shalt not kill. You failed that one. Thou shalt not lie. You failed that one. Thou shalt not steal. You failed that one. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. You failed that one. Thou shalt not worship a graven image. You failed that one. But y'all got people around here believing in this indoctrinated bullshit. Come on, man. Black people, y'all don't wake up, man, and tell these white people to sit their ass down. Take your place as the leaders you are, black people. Take your place as the leaders you are. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a hoax. They created that crap so that we didn't do the same thing to them that they did to us. That's all that is. That's all that is. They love that. They love when a black person take to a pulpit and they don't unalive one of our ancestors. And, oh, I forgive you in the name of Jesus. Fuck you and Jesus. I'm on your head. I'm on your head. Huh? I got that Rodney Hinton Jr. energy. Huh? You take mine, I'm taking one of yours. Straight up. Straight up. I got that Nat Turner energy. You don't want to play with this? Look what they did to Emmett Till. That heifer never got persecuted. And they had warrants. They found warrants for her in the doggone basement of the jail. That heifer never got arrested. Never got arrested.
I think.
All right. Salute to Leslie, y'all. Let's salute to Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put LM in the chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and read this super chat. Thank you. Y'all put LM in the super chat. All right. FBA all day. Nat Turner, my hero. Exactly. And y'all notice they won't teach you about Nat Turner in school, will you? They won't teach you about Nat Turner in school. Yeah. Because they don't want to wake up that energy, y'all. They don't want to wake up that energy. Nat Turner was basically, man, listen, Nat Turner didn't give a damn about the babies, know nothing. The babies know nothing. The babies know nothing. Damn it, you did it to our kids. We're going to do it to yours. We're going to show you how I feel. Do it to others as you would have them doing to you. And since you did it to us, guess what we're going to do unto others when that power shift, baby? Guess what's going to happen? Make thy enemy thy footstool. Huh? Make thy enemy thy footstool. Make thy enemy thy footstool.
People who see ICE behind them and they start fearing for their life, I think they're at a much lower level than the Black American, the only non-deportable class of citizen in this country. Our ancestors were never immigrants. They were reclassified.
Them bastards took my grandma out too. They took my grandma out too. That's why I don't give a damn what they say. I don't give a damn. Huh? I don't give a damn. Was it racist when y'all racist unalived my grandmother? Took my grandmother from me? Was that racist? Huh? Was that racist? Is the fact that we get mass incarceration for D-rugs and y'all get hotlines for D-rugs? That's not racist? That's not racist. It's not racist that none of them white people in the Epstein files are arrested right now, but you got R. Kelly, Diddy, you went after Bill Cosby after 30 years. That's not racist though, right? That's not racist though. If y'all don't get y'all colonizing asses back to the Caucasus Mountains, lineage of damn evil. Lineage of evil, unaccountable vampires.
I'm speaking universally, every African group in the world. Because remember now, I've met them all. They always looking for somebody to put under their foot. If I can't beat the white man, let him join him by having somebody under me too.
Black Americans deserve reparations, and if so, who has to play?
Deserve reparations.
So for what happened in America?
Well, remember, slavery happened to the race.
Everybody who ever afflicted America was white. The Unabomber, Dylan Roof, Daniel Penny, who we want to name. They all white. They all white. They done had 3 U.S. presidents taken out, assassinated. Guess who unalived them? White people. They crying about Charlie Kirk right now. Guess who unalived him? White people. 3 attempts on Donald Trump. They were hollering around here, running around here talking about King Trump. But guess who tried to unalive him? White people. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not going to mention the DC sniper. He wasn't unaliving us. He was doing us a favor. He was doing us the same favor that the sun did. The same favor. I'm almost feeling like what Shadolf Hitler did was a favor too. I'm almost feeling that way.
You see how he's trying to make it seem like we're all Africans, we're all globally Africans. Guys, we're like brothers and sisters with general. We supposed to focus on
Thank you, Casey.
Some Africans.
Can we put Casey in the super chat, please? Can we put Casey in the super chat? Oh, look, you crybaby fool. You vampire, don't you know the sun is up? You're probably sitting in your house right now with blackout curtains and everything. You're sitting in the dark just waiting on the UV rays to pass around 6, 7 p.m. tonight, right? So you can come out in your little sundown towns, right? Huh? That's what you're waiting on? Y'all ever wonder why it's called a sundown town? Because they can't bring their ass out when the sun is up. They got to wait till the sun go down. So while they hiding in the house, y'all, we need to be out there in their hoods getting that work in. Getting that work in the sundown towns. The sun is up. We day walkers. We can move around. Y'all can't. We day walkers, huh? We on that blade type Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. I don't understand how y'all racist in here anyways. You know what I'm saying? How y'all racist in here anyways? That's what I'm saying. How are y'all racist in here? How are y'all racist in here? They having a white power meeting somewhere. Shouldn't y'all be over there? White power. Huh? You should be over there getting your gear ready. Getting your hoodies and getting your masks, your cowards. You march all through the streets and you want to cover your face. You want to cover your hoodies. Nah, really stand on it. Let somebody see your face. You can see my face. I'm standing on it. You can see mine. I ain't worried about now one of your bastards. I ain't worried about now one. You can't outbox me, homie. And everybody got GUNs. You can't outbox me, homie. And everybody got GUNs. Now F around and find out. I got that Carmelo Anthony energy, huh? I got that Carmelo Anthony energy, huh? Let me tell you again. I got that Carmelo Anthony energy, huh? Now F around and find out. Play stupid games to win stupid prizes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
On the other side of the world?
Find out. Find out. Find out. That's all you got to do. Find out.
Have no kinship to us. And then he's going to gaslight us into trying to make us feel like we're just dissing these Africans because...
Y'all put free Carmelo Anthony in the chat. Free Carmelo Anthony, y'all. Y'all put free Carmelo Anthony in the chat. Then I want y'all to put 2977 in the chat, since they don't know how to keep their hands off of children. Now I'm finna get rid of all these racists. Y'all know I always let them pile up. Y'all know how I'm gonna do it. Y'all know how I'm gonna do it. Watch this. You know how I'm gonna do it. Watch. We got this many people in here right now with all this racist stuff. Watch how they disappear when they held accountable, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. I do it to them every time. Let me warm up, y'all. This is the warm up, y'all. This is the warm up. Kip 2, you ready for this? Huh? Kip 2, you ready for this? Kip 2, you ready for this? 2977. Kip 2, you ready for this? Thank you, David. I appreciate you subscribing, brother. Kip 2, you ready for this? I do this every live. I do this every live. Watch how they get up out of here, y'all. Watch this. Watch how they get up out of here. They don't like the truth. They run when the sun come out, and they run when the truth come out. They some cowards. That's why they got to hide their face under masks and hoodies and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Really stand on it. Ain't nobody in that Million Man March hide their damn face. Nat Turner didn't hide his damn face either. Huh? This is my job, fool. I'm monetized. And that's the last comment I'm going to read by it. So your broke ass need to send a super chat if you want to be recognized and acknowledged, vampire. Huh? Black people, remember, buy up all that sunscreen. Black people and good white folks, buy up all the sunscreen. Buy up all the sunscreen. Black folks and good white folks, buy up all the sunscreen. We gonna help the sun get rid of the racists. We gonna cleanse the earth of this lineage of evil, y'all. Buy up all the sunscreen. They not inferior, they not superior, they inferior. Huh? They just don't want to tell the truth. They know they're not inferior. They can't get done. They know they're not superior. They can't get a damn thing done. Out here wanting to be a farmer. How you gonna be a white farmer and you're not equipped to pick your own damn crops? You need somebody else to do it. You don't see them black farmers need nobody else to do it. They getting out there doing it themselves. You can't do that. You ain't never did nothing yourself. Nothing but start chaos. That's all you ever did was stir up chaos. Yeah, their time is up. Yeah, their time is up.
Meet Carla. You're always feeding everyone apple.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Just a bite. She whipped.
Held his own against students who had a far better formal education than he.
I'm saying you talking about me about some draft, and all of you white boys are breaking your neck to get to Switzerland and Canada and London. I'm not going to help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. If I'm going to die, you my enemy. My enemy. The white people, not Vietnams or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
And I'm just warming up. You know what I'm saying? May Muhammad Ali rest in peace. And I'm just warming up. Now let's hit him with them big facts, y'all. Oh no, don't leave out of here yet, racist. Don't leave out of here yet. Thank you, Free My Grandma. Don't leave out of here yet, racist. We ain't done with you. Huh? Why are you so obsessed with us? Huh? Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so obsessed? Let's get it, y'all. Let's show them who they really are. I do this every time. Y'all know what I'm finna do right now. Watch them get up out of here.
So as black people as a whole, I feel like it's only right that we all come together and coin a new term, black obsession.
Watch them get up out of here, y'all.
It seems that racists have a very strange obsession with black people. Now in 2020,
watch them get up out of here, y'all. Huh? I'm burning like the sun right now. I'm liable to give them cancer. Huh? I'm liable to burn them myself right now. I'm cooking. I'm hot. Pork, man, pulled pork for everybody, huh? Pulled pork for everybody. Show you how to cook them pork rinds and them chitlins. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't racist by a long shot. I ain't racist, but you are. I ain't racist by a long shot. So when we tell the truth, it's racist, right? But y'all can pass all these whitewash history, change history, erase people history, you know what I'm saying? Do things to children and everything else, get all this free labor from slavery, and that's not racist. That's not racist. Denying reparations ain't racist. Redlining isn't racist. Get the hell out of here, man. Hell out of here, man. Hell out of here.
Bob, every other day there is a new example of this. Recently, a white man
went to an
all-black barbershop to discuss his black fatigue. I did a video on my second channel already breaking down all of the false statistics and fallacies, but I will say this. He walked out of that barbershop alive. He did not.
White people, here's who you really are. You might want to leave now before the truth is told. Y'all know y'all run when the truth come out. Here's the truth, white people. Here's the truth.
Get kirked. And it's just so strange because these white conservatives walk around like white people shit do not stink. And I'll say this all the time. There is nothing wrong with bringing up the problems in the black community, but also sweep under your own porch first. White America has greater problems than black fatigue. White men only make up about 29% of the population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns, 65% of pedos, 60% of kidnappers, 60% of rapists, 77% of child you-know-what arrests, and are half of the mass shooters. So my thing is, you can talk about black problems, but address your own people's problems first. That's my thing. And like I say all the time, this is exactly...
White people. This was going on before Epstein. All y'all got some Jeffrey Epstein in you. Let's run that back, white people. Huh? Since y'all always crying, you unaccountable vampires, you nasty freaks, Oh yeah, you nasty freaks. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's tell the truth, white people. Let's do what you can't do. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth, white people. I'm putting the mirror up right in your face right now, showing you your reflection, white people. Here you go.
Population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns, 65% of pedos, 60% of kidnappers, 60% of rapists, 77% of child you-know-what arrests, and are half of the mass shooters. So my thing...
Damn, these white people evil. Lineage of evil. But they ain't talking about that, though. They ain't talking about that, y'all. They need to be meeting up in Costco somewhere, or at them local tanning beds, you know what I'm saying? Talking about what's going on in their culture. They need to be trying to save their own children. They ain't trying to save their children. They only breed, y'all, so they can make their children sex slaves. You know what I'm saying? They only breed so they can make their children sex slaves. And you wonder why the real higher power done made it the way your ass can't even breed no more. Your birth rate's done decreased to 49.1%. 49.1%. Huh? 49.1%. You can't touch your woman and get her pregnant. She get hold of some of that melanin, boy, she got sextuplets around this mother sucker. Huh? Epic fail. 400-year head start and you are the face of EBT and SNAP, HUD, Section 8. The projects were made for you originally in 1930. Tell the truth about it. How you still got white people, dirty foot people on the corner right now holding signs talking about we'll work for food, hungry. I used to be a vet. You used to have people that had a head start too in your culture. That generational wealth. How you poor? How you poor? How you still pushing up the trailer parks? And you had a 400-year head start. How? All your presidents was white. All your presidents was white. How you still struggling? How you still struggling? How? Let's go.
Is you can talk about black problems, but address your own people's problems first. That's my thing. And like I say all the time, this is exactly what Charlie Kirk did.
So black people make up 13% of the American population. Why do they commit 55% of all the murder? 13% of the population, and they commit 58% of all the murder. Number one cause of black death in Chicago.
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all other blacks?
Yes.
I'm going to break this stat down every chance I get for y'all. So they're basing their information off the 2019 FBI crime data stats. And yes, black people did make up 15% of the arrests. Arrests, y'all, not convictions. And do you know which group in America is the most exonerated? Black people at 50%. That is crazy. And you notice how every time in these clips, the stat changed, bro. Like, this is the thing about the Charlie Kirks and the dude that went to the barbershop. The people that they're debating do not.
Did he just say the 2019 crime database? Is that what our brother just said? Is that what our brother just said? Because I happen to have a copy of it. I happen to have a copy of it. And white people lead the way in every crime on here. White people. Let's cook, y'all. You ready to cook? Let's get it. Let's get it. We say red rum. You know black people when you murk somebody? You know when you murk somebody? Huh? Red rum and non-negligent manslaughter. Let's get it. Now, that's the only one we lead on, y'all. That's the only one we lead on. White people, 3,850. Black people, 4,078. Now, watch this, y'all. Watch this. When it comes to grape, when it ain't no per capita, fool. You don't get to say per capita. Ain't no per capita. Per pedo, per white person, per child that you offend, huh? Per ignorant dummy, per caveman, per Neanderthal, per reparations, per Caucasus Mountains, huh? Ain't no per capita. Ain't no per capita. You lead the way. Black people don't get to say per capita. You don't get to say it either, fool. You ain't gonna wiggle your way out of this one. You ain't gonna wiggle your way out of this one. You ain't gonna wiggle your way out of this one. Let's get them, y'all. Time to cook. In grape, y'all. Grape charges. Grape charges. Apple, oranges, grapes. Apple, oranges, grapes. Let's see. White people, 11,588 arrested and convicted. Black people, 4,427. Robbery, white people, 25,143. All right, black people, I think we got this one too, 29,677. Watch this, aggravated assault, white people, 169,487. Black people, 91,164. You got us there. Burglary, 61,104 for white people. 34,188 for black people. Larceny and theft, white people, you got us there too. 383,226. Black people, 176,837. Motor vehicle theft, white people, you got us there too. 38,719. Okay, us, 16,409. All right. Anon, arson. I think that says arson. Arson, all right. Arson, 4,453 for white people, 1,553 for blacks. Violent crimes, 209,848 for the Neanderthals, 129,346 for the black folks. Property crime, we know who lead that way. White people, 517,502. Black people, 231,087. All right. Other assaults. This must be what y'all do to y'all children right here. This must be what y'all do to y'all children right here. Them other assaults. Them other assaults. This must be what y'all do to y'all children right here. Other assaults, white people, 455,901. Black people, 219,400. Boy, I told you y'all should have shut up. Forgery and counterfeit. All right. White people, 21,537. Black people, 668. All right. Fraud, you fraudulent Neanderthals, 51,861. Black people, 24,041. Okay, they got us there. Embezzlement, white people, 5,983. Black people, 3,587. All right. Stolen property, buying and receiving and possessing. All right. White people, 38,751. Black people, 21,998. I told y'all Neanderthals, you should have just climbed your ass to the Caucasus Mountains and shut the hell up. I told you. Vandalism, white people, 86,360. Black people, 34,670. All right. Weapons carrying possessions. White people, 60,494. Black people, only 45,530. So we see who the lineage of evil is. Oh, I'm going to get to, we see who the lineage of evil is. I'm going to keep going, y'all. We're going to cook them pork rinds today. They always want to open their mouth and come in places they not invited. We're going to cook them today. Prostitution and commercialized vice. Y'all already know who that is. It's the white folks. 10,074 versus black people. 8,370. All right. S offenses, y'all, except for rape and prostitution. S offenses, y'all. S offenses, y'all. Here we go. S offenses, 21,360. 21,360. Black people, 5,903. You know what I'm saying? And since you want to put 1360 in here, let me show you how you inflated and lied about that stat too. Ain't no per capita. Ain't no per capita.
No statistics. He went to a black barbershop of older black men who probably never even looked.
Look, they are per capita. Ain't no per capita. Per crazy, ignorant, racist white person. Per mental health. Per that son coming up and cooking your ass. That's what it is. That's what it is. Ain't no per capita. Ain't no per capita. Now watch this. Let me get you right about that 1350. Let me get you right about that too.
Up a crime statistic. And that's why I try to push y'all to go do your own research, know these statistics, in case you ever run into one of these dudes. And then to be honest, you really don't even gotta know stats. All you have to do is a simple Google search and it will debunk those theories. And that's why that barbershop video made me so mad, because those black men, they could have easily broke down all of that stuff. But the thing about it, these racist people know exactly.
Don't worry, I got it, Antonio. I got the receipts right here, Antonio. Don't worry about it. We're going to break it down today. I got the receipts right here, Antonio.
Who to argue with, man, I'm telling you. And I just find it so funny how a lot of these racist people love to tell black people to take accountability, but white people are the biggest hypocrites. They seem to never take accountability. It's the same reason every other day we're seeing a new white Christian claim that slavery wasn't bad.
The institution of slavery is not inherently evil. Okay, I'll take it a step further. It is not inherently evil to own another human being.
If you go back in time and get rid of slavery from the entire world, you have it's impossible to say what the world looks like right now. Actually, what we can say is that all of us today would be in a worse spot if slavery never existed at all across the entire globe, because a change that significant would likely shift the course of events in a way that would mean none of us would even exist. It would be a world full of other people who are not us.
Now, like I said in the intro, there are many examples of just how racists are obsessed with black people. I want to show you another one. Now, Angel Reese recently made history by becoming the first athlete to be a fashion runway model. And this is why a lot of racists...
As sexy and gorgeous as the young, aspiring Angel Reese is, as successful as she is, I want y'all to see the sloth that I hated on her, y'all. See, this is what these white people look like behind the screen that's talking all that noise. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We all know Angel Reese. We know that sister sexy. We know that sister sexy. But watch the racist, jealous sloth, y'all. Watch this.
This hate Angel Reese. Aside from basketball, she has pull in many other genres. As you can see in this clip right here, this is on Facebook. She was killing it, man. She looks amazing. Check out this comment right here, though. Jody Moat said, they look scared of a giant sloth. 141 likes. Just some haters, man. But let's go to her page, though. Potato salad arms. My goodness. Literally, she resembles a sloth.
Bad body. Ain't got no chin, no lips, wrinkle around the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Her skin already falling off her bones. You come on, man. Come on, man. Look like she ain't bathed her ass since colonization. You know what I mean? Look at the gargoyle nose. Look at the gargoyle in the west, the rest of her eyebrows. Huh? Why her hair thinning out? Why is her hair thinning out? Why is her hair thinning out? How's she gonna talk about Angel Reese? How is this piece of right here gonna talk about Angel Reese? Huh? 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 This trailer park trash right here is talking about Angel Reese. Did y'all see that sexy sister walking across that stage? Did y'all see that sister making history? Huh? But this Neanderthal right here, y'all, this caveman right here, y'all, this knuckle dragger right here, y'all, this vampire right here, y'all, want to talk noise about ours. Want to talk noise about ours. They can't hold a torch to us. They women can't hold a torch to our women. They women busy trying to look like our women. Tell the truth about that. Tell the truth about that. Tell the truth about that.
Than Angel Reese, bro. You can't make this up. That is why I want to get on the topic, bro, of racism. It's nothing but...
Do not get a consolidation loan until you see this. Hey, Mario Lopez here, and if you're thinking about getting a consolidation loan to combine your credit card debts or
jealousy.
Most people don't realize this, but all racism is just jealousy that has mutilated so much that now it's so evil. It's legit the almost final evil form of jealousy. And I'm not talking about the systemic racism, the racism that's in the systems that, keep black people down and keep them in certain levels type of thing. I'm just talking about the type of racism that's in people's brains and their opinions and the biases they held, things like that. They're jealous of the things that maybe black people are capable of, or the natural bodies or faces that they're born with, or
they jealous of everything, right down to our hair. They around here trying to wear locks. If y'all don't get that dog fur locks out of your head, man, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get that dog fur unmatted up, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Unmat that dog fur. You can't lock that up. You can't lock that up. Why you trying to emulate the very people you hate? Why your women going to get the Botox lips? Huh? Why they going to get the BBLs? Huh? Why they doing that? To look like a black woman? To look like a black woman? White man, y'all like the flat butts. Y'all don't like y'all women over 80 pounds. You know y'all aggressive. You want to smash a beer on your head when you get angry at it and throw her ass across the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just saw one of y'all women on here. I bet you can't lift that up. You better get in the gym. You want to lift that sloth. We just seen I was talking about Angel Reese. You better get in the gym. You better get in the gym. I can imagine y'all trying to climb up a mountain carrying her ass back to a cave. Boy, listen, that's that workout right there. That's that workout right there. I can just imagine y'all trying to climb back to your cave and she need a piggyback ride. Boy, I feel sorry for the Caucasian that's got to carry her. I feel sorry for your strong back, green back, silver back, Neanderthal you.
Even the influence that black people have on things like entertainment and music and even sports and arts, just being jealous of kind of the culture that the black community holds. And mind you, jealousy is a very normal emotion. Jealousy is a normal human emotion.
And don't worry, I ain't lost my place. Drug offenses coming next. I ain't lost my place. We gonna cook you today. Y'all gonna learn how to stay in your lane. Y'all gonna learn how to stay in your lane. If not, we know how to make you stay in your damn lane. We know how to make you. You gonna start bringing your... And it's funny y'all keep coming over here too. It must be something about us that y'all really love, man. Huh? It must be something about us that y'all really love, man. Because y'all keep coming back for more. Y'all the thirstiest people I ever seen in my life, boy. Huh? You keep coming back for that Gatorade. You keep coming back. Boy, y'all IQ is about as low as the Arctic temperatures you come from. Your IQ level is about as low as the Arctic temperature in the Caucasus Mountains where you came from.
But then when you don't clock your jealousy, when you can't accept your jealousy, you kind of hide it, and the more you try to hide something, the more it mutilates into something really, really evil.
And this just makes so much sense because, like Cat Williams stated, if I don't like something, I'm not going to pay attention to it. Best believe that. Think about it, bro. It's just
they like us, y'all. That's why they here. They love us. That's why they here, y'all. They love that melanin. They fantasize about that melanin. They women fantasizing about that Johnson & Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You know they man ain't hitting the spot. He coming up short. But you know what's brothers, though? You know we 2 feet from the ground. White women been loving that since slavery. They would love to see that black man up there. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you unalive him, she up there trying to chop off his genitalia, running through the house. Look what I got. Look what I got. Yeah. Ain't never seen nothing like that, huh? Ain't never seen nothing like that, huh? You grown to love that chocolate. You love that BBC, don't you? Huh? Melt in your mouth, not in your hands, baby. Melts in your mouth, not in your hands, baby. You love that. You love that.
and black culture are like, you can't get past it. We're just too influential.
And I feel like ever since they added TikTok images, it really exposed what black people have been saying for years about how influential black American culture is, like, worldwide. And we've been saying that since, like, even before 2020. Like, people keep on calling it TikTok slang, Gen Z slang. Like, I'm Nigerian American, but, like, I know I grew up in America, it's black American slang. And I feel like the TikTok images really just showcases that, because most of the images in the comment sections are just black people being shown. And that goes to show how it's like a physical, in a sense, like a visual manifestation of what we mean by, like, the spread of, like, black American culture. Because these images were once only shared among the black community, and now everybody's using them the same way the slang gets spread, the style gets spread. But because now we see these people are physically, like, black, obviously, it's easier for people to, I guess, conceptualize it or understand it.
And I want to bring back up my black woman again, you know? Whenever I'm on TikTok and I go under a racist post, they love dropping memes like this. Look at these pictures of the white women. Who do you think they're trying to look like? The big lips, the big butt. Like, come on, bro. It's always a jealousy thing, y'all. That's all it is. They hate us because they ain't us. I ain't gonna lie. I understand these racists, because just look at some of these black women. I mean, not to be a simp or to pander, but my goodness, bro. It really blows my mind how some black men claim that they don't like black women. What the hell wrong with y'all? Now, the same can be said about black men as well. A few months ago, there was a trend going around on TikTok when the 6'5" dreadhead starts squaring up because I was running my mouth a little too much. And the song that they were using for the picture was I Won't Back Down. Here's another one. When the 6'4" dreadhead starts squaring up because I started fake whipping him. When the 6'4" light skin starts to square up because I said the hard R one too many times. It's literally giving up sex, bro. One thing about me, I do not take these jokes lightly. Time and time again, we see these jokes have a deeper meaning. And with this trend, it just seems like the fetishization of black men. Like, they're basically talking about their dream man. Light skin, dreads, tall. Like, what is this? Now, my last example I want to bring up is this Young Republican group chat leak. If you don't know what was going on, it was a group chat full of young Republicans. They were from the ages of 24 to 35. They grown people. In a group chat, they were talking about the mustache man.
Why is it every time we start spitting the truth, these racists run? These racists run. Why every time we start speaking the truth, these racists run? Why? Why is that? Tell me why.
Immigrants, gay people, and of course, black people. And I seen a TikTok on this situation that was really interesting to me.
White people are obsessed with black people, which is why racists exist. Because in order to be racist, you need to wake up every day and just continuously think about why you don't like a person or a group of people based on the color of their skin. In response to my video about the Young Republican group chat in which they joked about racism, anti-Semitism, gas chambers, I got several responses like this saying, "You're acting like black people don't talk about white people the same way we talk about you in your group chats. Black people do not think about white people at all."
At all.
And I know that's probably hard for you guys to comprehend because you think about us so much. Our lives do not revolve around what white people are doing, what white people are saying. We do not talk about you guys when you're not in the room. We don't talk about you even when you are in the room unless you do something. Half of the commentary you see from black people, including myself, that is online, comes in response to you guys doing or saying some crazy shit. And in reality, the only thing that black people want is to be left alone by white people.
Okay, I'm gonna read this comment by Leslie. White PDF files. Men, stop touching your sons and daughters. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that.
You guys won't leave us alone because you think about us all the time. And if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe someone who looks like you.
Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace, the way they want to live. They want family.
Wrong, we gonna replace y'all ass. Wrong, we gonna replace y'all ass. Wrong, we gonna replace y'all ass. Y'all replaced us, you reclassified us. Boy, we gonna do the same damn thing y'all did to us. Boy, you're shaking in your boots right now, huh? You're pissing in your depends right now, ain't you? Ain't you? You know rhythm having ass Neanderthal, ain't you? You know seasoning using ass Neanderthal, ain't you? You're mad cause your woman got a flat back, huh? You mad cause your woman got a flat back? Is that why you mad? Huh? Is that why you mad?
They want love, and they want to live in a society where they know they belong here. They want society to also know that they belong here.
That's not culturally a thing that we do, but apparently it's something you do. So you think that we're sitting around pondering about what you're doing. This goes back to why white women think that they're the managers of the world, so we can come question black people and what they're doing.
Wait a minute. Hey, black people, FBA, let's get those likes up to at least 100, y'all, because I got something else for them, too. I do this every live. I do this every live because they make me do it, y'all. I came in here about my business. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about Umar. We talking about Pan-African. Here comes the racist again. They said, bring it out. Well, let's bring it out then. Let's bring it out. They like to holler 1350, right? Let's really debunk that 1350, y'all. Let's debunk that, y'all. Let's debunk that.
Massey Services, our technicians have earned the trust of their customers. So much so, they're often called upon for a
Let's debunk
Whether
that.
you knew.
Let's debunk that, y'all. White fatigue. Let's show them what they do, y'all. Let's show them what they do.
Oh my God. One of my biggest pet peeves is hypocrisy, and in 2025 on the social media side we see a lot of that. So black fatigue, for one, it has completely lost its original meaning, and in 2025 it's a word to describe how fatigued everyone is with black people. How ironic. Now I'm not gonna lie, we got some degenerates in the black community, but every race does, and it's like a lot of these white people think they shit don't stink either. Now on the YouTube side, what a lot of these channels love to do is find like a headline of a black person, doing something stupid. They react to it and put black fatigue in the title, boom, generates hundreds of thousands of views. And the main talking points of the video is like, I want better for the black community, so I have to highlight the negativity. That's false. These channels are only trying to garner views for their racist white audience, okay? And the reason
Three more likes. Black first, FBA, you know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all, let's show them unity. We know they not gonna hit that like button. Let's show them how we stand together. Come on, y'all. 2 more likes. Come on, black community. Come on, black people. They say we can't unify. They say we don't support each other. 2 more likes. Come on, black people. Bastard, you in our Wakanda right now. If you take your bike to the Caucasus Mountains, we'll have our Wakanda right here. We're indigenous. You're not. Thank you, Free My Grandma. Y'all hit that like button, please. Thank you, Key Harmony. I appreciate you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. We need one more, y'all. We need one more. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all see my baby in the chat. Y'all see Key Harmony. That's my baby. That's my future baby right there. That's my future baby. One more. Oh, there we go. Let's cook. This is
because they are never critical on the white race. Let's take September, for example. There have been so many mass shootings, white on white crime, judges getting found with child, so much negativity and bad happening in the white community. Not a peep. Nobody's making videos. But let it be a rare instance of a black person harming a white person. Oh my God, it's going to bring in millions of views. Black fatigue. Oh my God, black people are bad. And bro, I'm sick of it. One thing about me, I will never be the bigger man. If you go low, I'm going to hell. That's kind of crazy to say, but I'm tired of everybody demonizing black people like we are so bad when it's the complete opposite.
Breaking news, turning TikTok into a weapon.
Lee County deputies say a student is now a criminal thanks to a social media post. Gulf Coast News' anchor Peter Bush uncovers the story for parents.
The sheriff's office tells us that North Fort Myers Academy was the school targeted in this TikTok post.
And that ain't too far from me. That's not even too far from me. Damn, come on, white people.
Investigators tell Gulf Coast News Stanislav Popovic wrote a threat on TikTok stating that he was going to...
White fatigue. Can we put white fatigue in the comment box, y'all? White fatigue. Let's get it going in the chat. White fatigue. 2977. White fatigue. 2977. White fatigue. 2977. Let's show them how I feel, y'all.
Shoot up a school today. That thankfully did not happen.
How many times have we seen this? It's It's a part of the culture at this point. You know what I'm saying? I blame the culture. I blame the culture, and I blame the parents. We have to start holding these white women accountable for raising such thugs. It's getting out of fucking hand.
We see who the real thugs are. Those darn thugs. Those darn thugs. Those darn thugs.
10-year-old suspect.
Y'all don't kick them out. Let them be mad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want they nose to turn Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cherry red, y'all. Don't kick them out. Let them get the truth, y'all. Let them get the truth so they can take these conversations back to their community. Don't kick them out. Let them get the truth. Just continue to buy up that sunscreen. I need black people and good white folks to buy up that sunscreen. Because last time I checked, 2977 was a way larger number than 1350. And see, yeah, we do make up 13% of the population, but that 50 you lying about, we're exonerated from all falsely accused crimes at 50% in this country. See, so you lied about it. You lied about it. It's not enough of us in that 13%. It's per capita to make up 50% of all unalivers in this country, you liar. You liar. You liar. Let's go.
Comment on TikTok saying that he was going to use a rifle and shoot the school.
Don't kick him out, y'all.
And furthermore, potentially bomb the school. The FBI even got involved in the investigation, but the sheriff is making an urgent plea today.
Don't kick him out. Usually a vampire can't see their reflection. If them vampires can see their reflection right now from being here, let's show them their reflection, y'all. Let's show them who they really are. Don't kick them out. Don't kick them out. Huh? I'm gonna pork rind your ass over here. Don't kick them out.
Parents, I need the parents to play their role. Guardians, family members, play their role, which means sit their child down and tell them, fake threat, real consequence.
That shit wasn't no fake threat. His ass is gonna do it for real. We gotta, we see who the main suspects are every time these mass shootings happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to start profiling at this point. It just is what it is. So now we got New Jersey teen girls killed in quiet suburb by alleged stalker who ran them down in a Jeep. She made complaints and nothing was done. These are the victims right here, man. Rest in peace to them. And guess who did it, y'all?
Guess who did it, y'all?
This guy right here.
Oh,
now, the crazy thing about him, y'all, guess who he looked up to? Andrew Tate and Charlie Kirk. So this right here is a live stream video right before the event happened, and this is what he had to say.
I gotta get drop P5 tonight.
Hey, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death. Stupid ass clown. Just remember that.
One of the girls
I'm making fun of it too. F Charlie Kirk, may he rest in piss. Huh? F Charlie Kirk. I hope they sent Charlie Kirk to black heaven. I hope people surrounded by nothing but our ancestors right now, wearing nothing but whoopings and lynchings every day. That's right. Get them, ancestors. Get them, ancestors.
Comment about Charlie Kirk and he got mad. And you just seen what he said. I want you to think about... You don't hear a peep about this in the media, y'all.
70 miles per hour. That's how fast cops say a 17-year-old was driving when he mowed down two teen girls riding on an e-bike.
Man.
Now video has surfaced.
And the girls look just like him, y'all. The girls look just like them. And they wonder why their birth rate's decreasing. They wonder why they are transitioning to eternal sleep faster than any ethnic group in this country. Huh? Y'all don't even save yourselves. I told you, you did it to the white J community. You did it to the Irish. Yeah. We know y'all did it to the Vikings too. Y'all did it to the Vikings too. Well, I know about the Mediterranean slave trade. I know about the barbaric slaves. I know about all of that. Look, this is your culture. We're going to hold that mirror up and show you. You even doing it to your own. They look just like you. Oh, we forgot y'all touch on your own too. This is what y'all do. Y'all want that work? You gonna get that work today. You want that work? You gonna learn today. In the words of Kevin Hart, you gonna learn today. And I got another one for you too. If you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Cat Williams. Don't worry, I'll wait. Let's go.
Suspect shortly after the crash, laughing on a gaming site.
It's the creepy laugh.
Ain't nobody more angry than y'all white people. Look at this angry white boy on see. He's mad about Charlie Kirk right now. He took out his own. And y'all saying we so angry. Y'all so angry. Y'all so racist. Y'all lie too much. You're always changing history. You can't keep your hands off of things that don't belong to you. You take other people's land. You pass laws and put policies in place so that you benefit from them and other ethnic groups don't. Huh? Other ethnic groups don't. Then you give us this old whitewashed ass religion. Don't nobody give a damn about white Jesus. F.U. and white Jesus. What the hell have a white man ever did to save a damn black man? What the hell have a white man ever did to save a damn black man? Let me ask you again. And you know what? The hell with them black pastors too. The hell with them black pastors too. What have a white man ever did to save a black man? Don't worry. I'll wait. Let's go. Let's go. I make my money like this. Boy, y'all don't know who y'all messing with.
Of an accused killer. We're learning new information about 17-year-old Vincent Bataloro, accused of intentionally slamming his Jeep into two best friends as they rode an e-bike. According to just released court papers, police say he was driving 70 miles an hour when he plowed into 17-year-olds Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas. We found this video of Bataloro on a gaming site talking about pranking Maria by sending a pizza to her house. She reportedly had spurned his advances and had filed for a restraining order against.
Oh, he was heartbroken. She turned down his Vienna, y'all. She probably wanted the Johnson & Johnson. Huh? Michelle Obama got a bigger penis than y'all. Huh? I say Big Mike, Michelle Obama packing more heat than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Hi, can I place an order for delivery, please? Can I get 2 large pepperoni pieces? It'll be cash at the door.
He then lets out that demonic laugh. He tells viewers it's all because allegedly...
Y'all hear that evil laugh? He sound like Jeffrey Dahmer, don't he? Oh, we forgot about Jeffrey Dahmer, didn't we? We forgot about Timothy McVeigh, too, didn't we? We forgot about 1999 Columbine, too, didn't we? Didn't we? We forgot about Parkland and Uvalde. We forgot about all of that. They were white. They were white. They were white. We forgot about all of that, didn't we? They were white. Ted Bundy, white. White.
Maria had made fun of Charlie Kirk.
Whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his death. Stupid clown.
I want you to pull up. I want you to pull up. I like that threat. I like that threat. I'm located in Sarasota, Florida, homie. I want you to pull up. I want you to pull up. Boy, I got something your white Jesus can't take off for you, boy. I want you to pull up. It ain't nothing I want more. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. I'm located in Sarasota, Florida. Pull up. Let me know when you get here. Pull up. Pull up. I swear to God, I got something for you. I don't run from the smoke. I bring the fire, homie. Pull up. Sarasota, Florida. Come on, pull up. Pull up. Look it up on your map. Get here. Y'all drive cross town in diapers anyways. You know what I'm saying? And go do egregious, nefarious things. Come on. Let me know when you get here, Porky. Let me know when you get here, Porky. Let me know when you get here, Porky.
House to watch the pizza be delivered.
Oh, I did that the last time, but the mother saw me pull up in the car, and I got tracked, and the police...
Don't be late. Don't be late. Don't be late. Don't be late. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't be late. Don't be late. Don't tell that jar of Miracle Whip nothing. Huh? Don't tell them nothing. You know what you do with mayonnaise and Miracle Whip? You spread it. And I'm going to spread it. That's on out here in the hood. He bring it. Come on. Come on. Boy, I told you I got that Nat Turner energy. It ain't nothing I want more than to get even for y'all taking my grandma from me. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. And bring your children with you too. Bring your children with you too. And your wife. And your wife. We don't want to worry about no more racist people in your family. So we're going to go ahead and do them all. You come down here with it. Florida is a stand your ground state. Stand your ground. Huh? Stand your ground. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring that ass. Bring that ass. Come on. Bring that ass.
Did what they did.
Bataloro made the video 9 days ago. On Monday, when the two girls were killed, police say Bataloro fled the scene before they found and detained him and issued him an astonishing 15 tickets.
You know what, y'all? You know what, moderators? Let's go ahead and get his information and let's dox him. If he ain't gonna show up to us, we can have somebody show up to him. See, y'all don't think man, listen, man, we know how to hack stuff, man. This is what we do. Moderators, get his information, y'all. You said who, FBA Convo? His name is, don't kick him out, y'all. His name is Fortula. Get his information. Let's put his address out there. If he ain't gonna show up, because we know they cowards. If he ain't gonna show up, look, he's chimping out. If he ain't gonna show up, we'll send some work to him. If he ain't gonna show up, we'll send some work to him. Let's go.
He was not arrested because he claimed
Tom Ogle.
Yeah, they mad now. They in their feelings now. I'm gonna finish pissing you off. Let me finish the job. Let me do exactly what YouTube is paying me to do. Let me finish the job. Get that IP address. Let's dox his ass. They did it to us when Charlie Kirk got unalive, right? Let's dox his ass. Dox his ass. And I want him to stay on. Don't kick him out. I need him to stay on long enough to where we can get his information, y'all. Get his real name, get everything. These dummies say this stuff and they forget they got pages in there. Well, we could find you. I promise we could find you. I promise we could find you. Let's go. I'm gonna cook you today. I'm gonna make your ass some toast today. Toasted sourdough bread, y'all. Pork rinds for everybody. Free pulled pork sandwiches for everybody. Let's go. I'm gonna show you something today. Watch this. Boy, y'all be messing with the wrong one, boy. I'm a real one, boy. Y'all messed with the wrong. Y'all took my grandmother from me, boy. I'm a man on a damn mission right now. I'm a man on a damn mission. Let's get it. Is that it? Let's get it. I'm a man on a damn mission. Give me Joe. Here we go. Oh, FBA Convo.
Yeah, we back. Now today we have a very controversial video, but still very important.
Damn, where did all the racists go, y'all? Why they always leave and flee and run when I start educating them? Why? Y'all do this all the time. Why? Why y'all don't stay here and get the whole ass whooping? Why y'all don't stay here while we put foot in ass? Why y'all always run? I hope y'all leaving because y'all on the way here. I say, I hope y'all leaving because y'all on the way here.
Nonetheless, right? Currently right now on social media.
You say you hungry? We got pulled pork for everybody. You want pork rinds? You want chitlins? You want pig ears, pigtails? What you want? We got a whole pork bowl going. A pork roast, y'all. Let's go. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. We don't cook for free. Let's get those likes up. We don't cook for free. This will be the only time we invite their ass to the barbecue because they are the barbecue. Let's go.
Charlie Kirk is still the hot topic. And in fact, I just saw Jimmy Kimmel was actually fired. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel, late night talk show host, Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off the air due to a joke that he made about Charlie Kirk. Apparently, the order came directly from Donald Trump himself, and Jimmy Kimmel apparently has been pulled off the air.
Somebody
might do a video on that. Maybe sometime.
Free my grandma say the truth is like flea repellent. Them damn dogs carry fleas, and they smell like dogs when they get wet.
Maybe tomorrow or something. But anyways, in today's video, I want to debunk the idea that Charlie Kirk spoke the truth. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people come to Charlie Kirk's defense, and a common thing you would hear is, you know, he just spoke the truth. Oh, you just mad at the truth. Oh man, listen, he wasn't racist. He was speaking the truth, right? And of course, I went on my community tab, and earlier today I said this. I'm hearing some people say that Charlie Kirk wasn't racist. He simply spoke the truth. But how come conservatives never speak the truth about their own people and their own demographics, right? So that.
Appreciate that, big boss baller. Hey, let's put Triple B in the chat. Y'all know we recognize everybody who's sending gifts, super chats. You know what I'm saying? Let's put Triple B in the chat, y'all. Thank you for that gift, Triple B.
What we gonna be talking about?
You ain't got to eat the pork sandwich. Throw it in the trash. They trash anyways. They trash anyways. You know what I'm saying? They trash anyways. We don't want to get on the washcloths. Y'all want me to get on the washcloths too? Could I get on the washcloths too? I got all day. I get paid to do this. You want me to get on the washcloths too? I'm going to back you up, Leslie.
Okay,
I'm
guys,
back
your
you up.
car insurance company does not want you to know you can do this.
Big chunk of your monthly payment isn't.
I'm going to back you up, Leslie.
In today's video, right? You notice, like, these guys always talking about, man, he just speaking the truth. Oh, I'm just speaking the truth. But for whatever reason, whenever you catch them so-called speaking truth, it's never directed at their own.
What get me, right? These racists don't understand that they're building my platform. These racists don't understand I done picked up over 2,000 subscribers in about 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Keep it coming, racists. Keep it coming, racists. Keep it coming, racists. Boy, y'all ain't seen nothing like me since Young Pharaoh. I'm telling you. Young Pharaoh, I'm sparing no punches. No punches. No punches. Your feelings don't mean sugar, honey, iced tea to me. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Community, right? So today we're going to be talking about that, right? Now, anyway, I want to jump into a clip from Charlie Kirk, right? Where in one of the clips where they say, oh, he's speaking truth, right? So
we're gonna get on the washcloths, y'all. We're gonna get on the washcloths. We're going to get on the washcloths. We're going to have them going to their local Walmart as soon as they're done with this live stream, buying washcloths, towels, and soap, y'all. Next time you walk past one on, they could be smelling zestfully clean. Watch what I tell you.
The clip, and of course we're going to debunk that truth, and then we're going to speak some truth about his community, right? Because I saw that when he was alive, he never wanted to talk about his own community, right? He wanted to talk about the black community and what the black man is doing and Jesus Christ and Christianity, but he never wanted to have the so-called tough conversations about his own community, specifically his own demographic, right? So that's what we're going to be getting into on today's video. Play the clip. I'll be right back.
What percentage of America is black? 13%, right? What percentage of the murders in America are committed by black people?
I don't know the specific statistics.
Yes. It's
50%.
It's 60%.
60%.
So maybe when you do 60% of the killings and you're 13% of America, more cops should be around your neighborhoods. You look at cops as if they're there to catch you and get you. We look at cops as they're there to protect and serve and help us. So you have a population that dads are not around, that is very, very murderous, very violent, more likely to be involved in gangs. And we, as conservatives look at that and we say, wait a second, like the problem is within the community. The problem is not the government. The problem is not the culture. The problem is not the history. Instead, really what needs to happen is black leadership, black pastors and black dads need to go into the black community and say, we're better than this. Cut the killing, cut the violence. Do you know the most, one more point. Who is, outside of heart disease and all that, what is the #1 killer of black people in America?
I know about like diabetes, but
fellow black people. A black person is far more likely to be killed by
y'all see he's scared now. He playing victim. Fort Chula had all these threats. He on the way. He gonna come F me up. He gonna do all of that. Now look at him. You're gonna send someone to my IP address to hurt me because you don't like my freedom of speech. What happened to Charlie Kirk's freedom of speech? How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? Are we counting or not counting gang violence? Duck, y'all. Counting or not counting gang violence. Duck.
Another black person than anything else. Black people are a greater threat to their own people than any other community.
All right, we back now. As you can see, as Charlie Kirk is so-called speaking his truth, he doesn't break the black community down into factions. Oh, he's a leftist. Oh, he was killed by a leftist. Oh, he was killed by a Democrat. No, as you can see, we don't get the luxury of individuality. When it comes to us, we are simply a monolith. The black community, it's blacks doing it against blacks, right? So, and that's why when it comes to me, I simply put them all in the same category as well, right? He got killed by another white man. Whites killing whites. That's how I look at it. Now, what Charlie Kirk was doing is actually very common amongst conservative talking heads and propagandists. He was doing the 1350, right? Take a look up on the screen. What is the 1350 myth? The 1350 myth is the claim that Black Americans make up 13% of the population and are responsible for 50% of the violent crimes. Now, when it came to Charlie Kirk, he actually boosted up the number to 60, right? He said it's 1360. But in another video, he said it was 1355, right?
Black Americans are
Hey, ICE Patrol, free my grandma say, Fort Chula, ICE looking for your dumb ass. Yeah, ICE, baby. Ice, baby. Yes, sir.
15% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. 60%.
Now, as you can see, the number fluctuates, right? On Tuesday, it's 1360. On Thursday, it's 1350. On Saturday, it's 1355, right? So these guys, they just be freestyling with the propaganda. Now, of course, on previous videos, we already debunked that claim and threw it in the garbage, right? We already exposed the fact that black men, even though we make up a fraction of the population, we make up the vast majority of exonerations, right? We receive the most money in exoneration payouts by the government. Take a look up on the screen. Black men are significantly overrepresented among exonerees, representing a disproportionate number of people who are freed from wrongful convictions. Data from the National Registry of Exonerations shows that Black Americans are 7 times more likely than white Americans to be falsely convicted of serious crimes. A primary factor in these wrongful convictions is misconduct by the police and the prosecutors, right? So the reason why the government has to shell out millions of dollars to black men is because the policemen and the judges and the prosecutors are engaged in corruption. So basically, they've been cooking up the numbers. And guys like Charlie Kirk go around the world, go around the country, regurgitating false propaganda, wrongful arrests, and wrongful convictions. But anyway, that's a topic for a different day. The topic of today, we're not going to talk about the black community today. We're going to talk about their community. We're going to talk about the other community due to the fact that they love giving their thoughts and opinions on the black community or what the black man is doing, what the black community is doing, right? So today we're going to turn the tables, right? We're going to talk about the things that Charlie Kirk was too scared to talk about, the topics that he wouldn't dare talk about. We're going to talk about them today. Now, when you look up on the screen, you see I have a number on the screen, right? Similar to the 1350. I came with the 2977, right? So I've been looking around social media, right? And I've been seeing some big accounts, right? On Twitter, on X. And I've been seeing them today, bringing out the 2977, right? The past couple of days, I've been seeing people talking about the 2977, right? So listen, just like they ran off with the 1350, we're going to run off with the 2977. Now, before I get started with my presentation, I'm going to play a clip from Tim Tebow, former NFL player Tim Tebow, actually having some tough conversations actually in regards to the 2977 topic, right? Tim Tebow, right? I got to give a salute, right? It's the first time on my channel. I'm going to give a salute to a white man on my channel. Salute Tim Tebow for having the conversations that Charlie Kirk was too scared to have. The conversations Charlie Kirk wouldn't dare ever have, right? So I'm going to play a clip from Tim Tebow and we're going to come back and break it down. We're going to talk about the 2977 the same way Charlie Kirk was talking about the 1350. Let's go run the clip. I'll be right back.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far.
Hey, free my grandma say, hey, uncut. Respectfully, that look like Donald Trump. Hey, they got the same fur. That's why I had to take the shirt off, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to take the shirt off. They got the same fur. They got the same fur.
It is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men. It is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men.
Oh, look, a Christian that tells the truth. Not only a white person that tells the truth.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm the owner of Auto
But a
Works.
Christian that tells the truth.
Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out. Like that, we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing. This is over the last 30 days.
Look, we do have some accountable white people. Thank God for Tim Tebow. Thank God for Tim Tebow. Why don't we get presidents like Tim Tebow, y'all? Why don't we give us white presidents like Tim Tebow? That's all I'm saying. Why don't we get white presidents like Tim Tebow? Why don't we get white senators and governors like Tim Tebow? Huh? I'm telling you, all these white people, when they born, y'all, they need ankle monitors on them so we know where they at all times. They do not need to give birth to no children. They can't keep their hands and their genitalia off of children, they women, or they animals, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They don't need no more children. CPS ought to wait till they give birth and snatch them babies up. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody come up missing, a child, anytime a child reports being touched improperly, we need to be knocking on all white people doors, y'all. Canvassing the land and knocking on their doors. Huh? Y'all looking for Nancy Guthrie right now. Have you knocked on your white neighbor's door, y'all? Have you knocked on your white neighbor's door? You'll find Nancy Guthrie in their basement, you know what I'm saying, in a cellar door underneath their bathroom floor, their bedroom, somewhere. Y'all will find her. Y'all will find her. It's the white folks. Y'all will find her.
Red dot on that map is at least one unique IP address of individuals downloading, sharing, distributing.
Ankle monitors ain't crazy work. Think about it. I bet you right now, if they pass a law, a policy saying all white people have to wear ankle monitors until the percentage of these disappearing kids and all this egregious things, the child and all that there, it'll die down, y'all. If they make them wear ankle monitors right now, those numbers will die down. We wouldn't even have 2977 to talk about. We wouldn't have 29. If you put ankle monitors on them right now, all of this would stop. Imagine if everybody in the Epstein files had on an ankle monitor. Imagine if President Trump himself had on the damn ankle monitor. Huh? How many babies would be safe and saved right now? How many would be safe and saved right now? They need ankle monitors, y'all. Keep them from around churches. Keep them from around schools. Keep them from around playgrounds, parks, any of that. No, you're not allowed. Blacks only, fool. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why y'all do this to yourselves.
Abuse and rape images under the age of 12. And there's over 111,000 of them.
Lock them up.
Just in the U.S. of the last 30
Y'all
days.
saw them red dots?
Wow. And I wanted to bring that because I think it brings to life so much of the evil that...
Why they ain't talking about this, y'all? They in here screaming 1350 and 2977 and children is a way bigger topic, y'all. Huh? Why they in here? Y'all got some shit to clean up in your own community, but you got this black obsession, though. You got this black obsession. Don't worry, I got something for you, too. I'm going to tell you why you're so obsessed with black people. Huh? What is the advantage to melanated skin? Let's get it, y'all. I'm going to let it burn. Y'all heard that Usher song? Huh? Y'all heard that Usher song? Want to know why they vampires and we not? Want to know why we day walkers and they not? Watch this. All right. Melanated skin's primary advantage is superior. White people, you listening? Superior natural protection from the sun's harmful ultraviolet UV rays, which reduces the risk of sunburn, premature aging, and skin cancer. Dear white people, so I guess y'all suffer from premature aging, skin cancer, and sunburn. We don't. Hey, free my grandma say, let me speak their language and maybe they'll come out. Woof, woof, woof. Look at people. Superior. Melanin is superior. I told y'all they know the truth, man. They know the truth. They know the truth. That's why they hate people like me. Because I put it out there. I'm going to rub it all in your face. You let your dog lick you in the face. You might as well let the truth lick you in the face, too. You let your dog lick you in the face. You might as well let your truth lick you in the face, too. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm going to start over because I like how that superior sounded behind melanin, y'all. I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself right now, y'all. That melanin, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start over. Y'all listen for the word superior. Thank you, free my grandma. Let's listen for the word superior. I'm going to cook them, y'all. Receipts. What is the advantage of melanated skin? Y'all see that? All they got to do is use ChatGPT or Google, y'all. I got a copy machine in my, I got a printer. Let's get it. I'm going to show you why they mad. Melanated skin's primary advantage is superior natural protection from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays, which reduces the risk of sunburn, premature aging, and skin cancer. And you wonder why our black don't crack, but your white ain't right? Let's go. The higher concentration and larger size of melanosomes, I can never say that word, melanosomes, melanin-carrying granules in melanated skin offer a built-in defense, effectively absorbing and reflecting UV radiation. Beyond sun protection, melanin also provides a protective barrier against the DNA damage from reactive oxygen species and contributes to stronger, more cohesive skin structure. Ooh, our black don't crack, y'all. Boy, I'm 48 going on 49, but I'm still like I'm 24 and fine. You feel me? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Sun protection, UV ray absorption. Melanin acts as a natural sunscreen, a natural sunscreen, a natural sunscreen, a natural sunscreen. You know who they first? Do y'all know who was the first sunscreen for white people ever? Huh? Do y'all know what was the first sunscreen for white people ever? White Jesus. They put him right in front of the sun. Every time you see a picture of him, he blocking the sun, right? That's sunblock. Jesus was the first form of sunblock. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Melanin acts as a natural sunscreen by absorbing and reflecting UV rays, preventing them from damaging skin cells. Reduce risk of skin cancer. This inherent protection significantly lowers the incidence of skin cancer, including the most deadliest forms compared to lighter skin. You wonder why your birth rate's decreasing? Huh? You wonder why you're dying at an all-time high? Is it cancer? Is it the sun? Is it the sun? Meet the blacks, racists. Meet the blacks. Y'all know who we are. Greet us as kings. Greet us as kings and queens. Huh? Greet us as kings and queens. Y'all know where the power at. Y'all know what it is. Let's go. Protection against premature aging. Melanin helps guard against sun-induced aging, so people with melanated skin often develop wrinkles and signs of aging later than those with lighter skin. But I'm going to change that to whiter skin. The whiter skin. Whiter skin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cellular protection. Protection from DNA damage. Melanin helps protect against the damaging effects of reactive oxygen species, known as ROS, which are byproducts of cell processes that can contribute to skin damage. Oh, we know why y'all white people mad. We know why y'all mad. We know why y'all mad. We know why y'all jealous. Antioxidant properties, y'all. Melanin has antioxidant and radical scavenging properties that further protect cells from environmental damage. Ooh, they wonder why we survive everything and they don't. They want to know. They wonder why we survive everything and they don't. Talk to them, Uncut. Talk to them, Uncut. I'm talking to them. Talk to Snoop. Snoop. I'm tagging you in, Snoop. Snoop. Tag. We're going to tag Snoop in, y'all. We're going to tag Snoop. You want to read the next one, Snoop? You want to read the next one, Snoop? Skin health, cuz. Skin health, nephew. Improved skin integrity, nephew. Melanin contributes to stronger cohesion and more efficient permeability of the skin, creating a better overall barrier against environmental challenges. And tell them SNPPDOG said that, baby. Yeah. Tag you out, Snoop. Tag you out, Snoop. I don't need them looking for you, Snoop. I don't need them looking for you, Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Let them look for me. I don't need them looking for you, Snoop. I don't need them looking for you. I don't need them looking for you, Snoop. Y'all, come on now. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why does American history books tell lies? American history books do not universally tell the truth about white violence. Wait, y'all want to know what I Googled? See, I do the research. Huh? You can see it right there. You can see it right there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. America's history books. I got to get on the washcloths too. Remind me about the washcloths. America's history books do not universally tell the truth about white violence. Instead, there's a significant conflict between those who seek to present a full, unvarnished account of the past and those who advocate for a whitewashed narrative of American history. While many contemporary historians and educators are working to correct the historical record by including the brutal legacy of slavery and white supremacy, earlier efforts and ongoing political movements aim to erase or minimize white violence and the oppression of Black Americans in textbooks. Ooh, they telling the truth, y'all. Post-Reconstruction era, the historical context of white violence in textbooks. I told y'all the truth gonna come out on this channel, y'all. The truth is gonna come out on this channel, y'all. Post-Reconstruction era. The U.S. South became a hotbed for the lost cause narrative, a revisionist history that downplays slavery and white supremacy. Organizations like the United Daughters of the Confederacy promoted pro-Confederate textbooks that glorified the Confederacy and presented slaveholders as benevolent. Y'all hear that BS? Y'all hear that BS? Y'all hear that BS? All right, let's go. Minimizing and glorifying. This effort to control the historical narrative meant minimizing the role of racial violence, erasing the contributions of Black Americans, and presenting the antebellum South in a positive light, according to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Oh, look, the truth coming out, y'all. Efforts to tell the truth. Modern scholarship, modern scholarship and advocacy. Contemporary historians, educators, and authors are actively working to highlight the violence inherent in white supremacy and the legacy of slavery. Pushback against erasure. Y'all know the eraser act I talk about all the time. There is a growing movement to challenge the historical erasure of Black history and white violence, aiming to create a more accurate and inclusive understanding of American history. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, but they won't tell the truth, y'all. Now, let's get to them washcloths. I told you we're going to cook on the day. I told you we're going to cook on the day. Let's get to them washcloths. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the washcloths. Put a 1 in the chat if you are ready for the washcloths. Huh? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the washcloths. Go back to these washcloths, man. Go back to these washcloths. Oh, I see the 1. I see the 1. Go back to these washcloths. Let's do this. Y'all, they want to hear about the washcloths. They want to hear about the washcloths. Let's do it then. I'm all for the washcloths. We know the Black people for the washcloths. We know who ain't for the washcloths. Let's go. Let's do it then. You ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing. Let's talk about them washcloths. Talk about them washcloths. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me go to it, y'all. Oh, I found it. Let's talk about them washcloths, y'all. Let's talk about them washcloths, y'all. I found it.
Enjoy 24-hour access at most Planet Fitness clubs. $1 down, $15 a month. Deal ends February 27th.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right.
And then during that time, I realized that everything.
Let's go.
So what's the deal with that old Victorian house? There have been whispers of life that little white girls and little white teenagers and young.
And this is entitled,
The
Even
shift
White
is
People
finally
Have White
happening.
Fatigue.
People are waking up. For the past couple of days.
This is entitled, Even White People Have White Fatigue. Huh?
I've been seeing so many videos of other white creators talk about their experiences with other white people. And you know, they got that white fatigue. And like I say this all the time, bro, no set of people are a monolith. All Black people aren't the same and all white people aren't the same. But with the whole Black fatigue trend, they tend to group everybody in as one. So I feel like it's only fair that, you know, everybody else is grouped in as one. And if we
don't play victim, Kurt, y'all do selective research too. I just read to you about your history books. Don't play victim. Don't play victim, Kurt. Because you can get beamed up by Scotty, Kurt. Don't play victim, Kurt. You might get beamed up by Scotty. Don't do that.
Do that, bruh. It don't really look too good for white people. I don't want to go off on a tangent right now, but you know, they lead in most, sex crimes, pretty much all crimes, child PDF content. You know, I could go on and on. This is not a video to talk about them. I'm going to let the white people express their concerns.
White women are a danger, okay? They will compliment you to your face and then call the cops on you behind your back. They are disingenuous and it is performative. I will tell you as a white woman who has been around white women my entire life that little white girls and little white teenagers and young white women and middle-aged and old women, things that they say to non-white people are not the same things that they're saying in an all-white room. White women don't want to see their ex dating someone who's not white. They don't want to see someone who's not white take their job spot. They don't want to see someone who's not white have a better car or a better house or a better outfit. Okay, and when they get mad at someone who's not white, they're going to bring race into it. They're going to say really nasty racist things, regardless if it's to your face or behind your back, even if it has absolutely nothing to do with race. They're going to start saying some really wicked things because white women are a danger. They are a danger to minority communities.
Hey, she said it, not me. We got to take her word from it. She's white. She be around white people, and most of them are not going to tell the truth. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to tell us how they, you know what I'm saying? So I applaud her for saying that. And just like as a personal like experience of white people, you know, when I walk around my neighborhood or I'm going to the stores, you know, I say hey to everybody. They say hey to me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I try to talk to my kids, but it's like always a thought like in the back of my mind, like just seeing how racist the internet is. You know, I don't know if some of these women are behind these racist accounts but I always got the thought in the back of my mind, like, oh, is this performative? You know, does she really like think I'm a fucking Nick? I don't know, bro. That's just my mind state. Yeah.
This discourse talking about how white people don't know how to wash themselves is really fascinating to me. And so I want to share my experience about how I actually learned how to wash and what it looked like in my white supremacist Mormon household growing up. Now, I always had washcloths available to me. They were always under the sink. It wasn't really enforced or taught. It was always in the bathtub. And it seemed like there was just kind of like one in there and then we'd change it every week. I was never touching it. I don't know if my siblings were touching it.
One every week? You're talking about for your face and your body? One a week?
Every 2 days with your nasty self.
You know what I'm saying, y'all? But these motherfuckers love calling us uncivilized and you know, like,
I know when we were younger, we'd play with it in the tub, but when it comes to washing, the grossest thing that still grosses me out to this day thinking about it is how we would share bathwater. I had 4 siblings, we'd all share
bathwater.
Younger, it was either like 2 and 2 would go, or like after we'd each go in the...
Hey, I'm sorry to pause, bro. Sharing bathwater?
Low IQ.
Are we
low
serious?
IQ. Low IQ.
So tell me, after you...
Wait a minute, low IQ, y'all. They even got the IQ to run new bath water, man. Run clean bath water, huh? They come on, low IQ, man. This they got down the Caucasus Mountains. They had to melt that snow. This how they got down the Caucasus Mountains, y'all. They had to melt that snow. Nasty, nasty disease carrying individuals. Just nasty.
Your brother wash up. He wash all the nastiness out. You go in that same water and wash up in that? What are you washing? You might as well not wash. Like what?
Last person.
That's why they keep all them damn infections and diseases. Huh? The brother washing the disease and infection off and she go in behind him and wash it on. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. Wax on, wax off. Let's go.
Bathwater. The grossest thing was my older sister. We're 22 months apart. She sometimes would shower with my younger sister. And when she was like 9 or 10 years old, our youngest sister came to us and told us that, hey, there's yellow stuff in the bathwater.
Oh my God.
And my older sister tooted. And we're like, what? We ended up getting out of my older sister that she was peeing in the bathwater. Now, mind you, me and her, 22 months apart, we shared bathwater my entire childhood.
Yo, this is disgusting.
I always thought.
Hey, I hope this white sister right here safe, y'all. They gonna come for her. They gonna come for her. Y'all know they will attack their own kind. They gonna come for her, y'all. They gonna come for her. Man, listen. They gonna come for her, man. They gonna come for her because she telling the truth. They gonna come for her, y'all.
We were clean until 2005 when I moved to Atlanta. White people don't talk about cleanliness. White people don't talk about cleaning themselves. White people don't talk about lotion. White people don't talk about their hair nearly to the scale that the Black community does. I went there and I was dumbfounded by how much...
Y'all get lice. How you don't talk about your hair? Y'all carry parasites and have egg parasites all in your hair, and y'all don't even take care of your hair. Hair smelling like a box of Marlboros. Come on now.
They held each other accountable to their appearances. Nails, hair, everything pristine all the time. And My mom, I felt like, was very much like that growing up. But it felt like this was like up like 10 notches. So that's kind of where I learned most of the things you should be doing, like moisturizing after you shower. I learned that in Atlanta.
I applaud her for coming online and telling her story because, you know, most people...
Look, the Moors Americans taught them how to bathe, and this sister here had to move to Atlanta to a black Mecca to learn how, for black people to teach her how to bathe. You know what I'm saying? I told you, we taught y'all, man. We still teaching y'all, man. Hopefully we'll teach y'all how to mind y'all business. Hopefully we can teach y'all how to keep y'all hands off them children. Hopefully we can teach y'all how to stop doing that old nasty stuff to the zoo animals and your pet chihuahuas. Put down a chihuahua. Yeah, find a woman your age. Get legal consent. You know what I'm saying? Get legal consent.
That's embarrassing, you know, and like I said, I applaud her. But, you know, isn't it a fact that, you know, Africans did teach the Europeans how to bathe, and, you know, we got the diseases and the Black Death back in Europe, and it could have been...
There it is. Don't the truth hurts? There it is. I say, don't the truth hurt? I don't know what hurts worse. I don't know if the sun hurt them worse or the truth hurt them worse. I don't know. I don't know if the sun hurt them worse or the truth hurt them worse. Bathwater might hurt them a little bad too, y'all. I'm melting, melting, melting.
Boy, if they just took a bath, you know, so history, you know, it shows that they weren't the cleanliness, you know.
I wasn't allowed to listen to Michael Jackson growing up. I wasn't allowed to watch shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up because my family was racist. I just saw a girl do a video on all the things that she couldn't watch growing up, and she's younger than me.
Boy, listen, if you couldn't watch Michael Jackson growing up, you know your people are racist. Huh? Racist, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, racist? Racist, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, racist? You've been hit by, you've been struck by none but the truth, you damn criminal. Ha! I love it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Yeah. And listen, one more thing, okay? One more thing before we depart. I got to step on a racist heart. You know what I'm saying? One more thing, y'all. One more thing. They be asking for this. They be asking for this, y'all. They be asking for this. Ain't no stop it. Ain't no stop it. Racist, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, racist? Racist, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, racist? You've been hit by, you've been struck by the truth, you criminal. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. This is too fun, y'all. This is too fun. This is too fun. Boy, y'all gonna learn to shut up and stay in your place, boy. Y'all gonna learn to run when the sun come up, boy. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Yeah. Y'all gonna learn. I got something else for you, though. I got something else for you, though. I got something else for you, though. Yes, I do. I got something for you. Yes, I do.
My Pfizer vaccine, you vaccinated?
Now, if I say it, they're gonna deem me racist. So I'm gonna let someone look like them. You know, you've been hit by smooth bar soap. Y'all wild. God. Oh my God, man. Oh, you snap. You snap. Oh, you snap. Damn. You snap. Shoot, boy. Oh my God, boy. Hey, that joke should have been a felony. Hey, damn. Damn, man, you got me crying with that one, boy. Oh my God, man. Hey, boy, this is too fun, man. This is too fun. God dog, boy. Oh my God, man. Oh man. We've been trying to get all y'all racists to beat it. Beat it. Y'all won't beat it though. You know what I'm saying? You won't beat it. You won't beat it. Huh? Welcome to Thriller. Let's get it.
Hell no. fucking divisive. I see people who are vaccinated scooting away from people who aren't. It's fucked up. Don't worry about it, none of them work. These motherfuckers don't know shit. That's what I've noticed. Everybody's fucking wearing them. You know, I've noticed, like, mostly black people wearing masks. Only black people. I think that's just because white people stink. Hear the black people laughing? Nobody ever talks about black privilege. They don't smell as bad as we do. It's 100% true. Look how awkward all the white people are. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We smell great. You don't. You know how I know? You know how I know? 100%. This is 100% true. Go to Google and just type in, why do black people? And let it autocomplete. And the best stereotypes will fill in. If you type in, why do black people? It'll go, have a big dick. Nobody knows. Okay? Trust me, I've been to every website. Nobody will give you a definitive answer. Black people, y'all got the biggest dicks.
Yes, we do.
White people, type it into a search engine. Why do white people smell like dogs? What the fuck? Smell like wet dogs. That's what it pops up and says. Why are people dying in the back?
The funny part is it's on Google for real. The funny part is he's telling the truth, y'all. It's on Google for real. I'm telling you, it's on Google for real. That's what's funny about it, because he's telling the truth. It literally pops up on Google like that, y'all. I'm telling you. That's how it pops up.
Smell like wet fucking dogs. Go fuck smell yourself right now. Why do y'all think we smell like wet dogs? One of the black people just ran off into the bathroom right now. I don't want to hurt y'all's feelings.
They already to the bathroom now, like they got to freshen up. They smell like German Shepherds and French Poodles, y'all. They smell like Pomeranians and Beagles, y'all. Yeah.
I don't have a joke for it. I'm just saying. Switch deodorant or something. I don't know.
He tells us switch deodorant or something. I don't know what the They don't wear deodorant, man. They wake up and hit the road as is. Don't brush their teeth. Don't wipe they... Bruh, they don't brush their teeth. They don't wash. They don't wipe they... You know what I'm saying? They don't clean their house. You know what I'm saying? They don't wash their hair, and you wonder why they get lice. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why they get lice. I got a question. White people. How come y'all never deemed it racist, you know what I'm saying, that they want to stopping black people in school and stuff doing these lice checks in our hair? We got to walk right on by like, see you, Lexi. See you in second period, Lexi. You know what I'm saying? And y'all stand there looking like, and got people combing through your hair, combing eggs out your hair. Why didn't y'all deem that racist? That should have been discriminatory, shouldn't it? Huh? That was discriminatory, if you ask me. I think that was racist, y'all. They didn't mess with no mixed children. They didn't mess with no black children. They let us walk right on by. That's the only time black privilege ever existed on a lice check, y'all. The only time we ever seen black privilege and black entitlement was in school doing a lice check. Hey, now that I remember when I was in school, bro, and they used to make us go to recess and PE and stuff, we had this big old field, y'all. We ain't had no trees or nothing. The school was called James Tillman Elementary, y'all. James Tillman Elementary. We ain't had no trees, no nothing, right? We used to have to do the mile run and everything on this field. But it wasn't nothing but sun and grass. Bruh. They would have us out there running the 40-yard dash, the 60-yard dash, running the mile run. Boy, the white people was bucking. Now that I think about it, I ain't seen no white people at recess. But I had white people in my class when the teacher called for recess. You know what I'm saying? The only time I saw white people at recess when I was going to school is when the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up in the 80s, y'all. That's the only time. We was all out there like, ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, I saw the white people then. You know what I'm saying? But they was hiding up under umbrellas and stuff. Oh, boy. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Does anybody know why white people smell like wet dogs? I don't know, we haven't been asking.
I ain't done
A
yet.
fucking weird one.
I'm having too much fun. I ain't done yet. I done told him to leave me alone. Boy, listen, I'm gonna keep a knee on their neck like they did George Floyd. I done told them to leave me alone. I ain't done yet. I thought I was done, but I ain't done yet. I'm having too much fun, y'all. Let's get the likes up, man. I'm having too much fun. Y'all know y'all needed this laughter. Y'all know y'all needed this laughter. Huh? Y'all know y'all needed this laughter today, man. Man, stick up my eyes where they been hit by some smooth soap. Oh, wow. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Oh, that's too funny, man. That is too funny, man. Too funny. All right, here we go, y'all. Hey, you ready for another laugh? You ready for another laugh? Hey, one more laugh, y'all. One more laugh. Let's go.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox EV, going further on a full charge.
In 1954, my granddad, James Avery, started designing jewelry in the Texas Hill Country with one mission: to create art.
Hey.
In the book, I wrote
Who said that about the bar soap? What, to free my grandma? That's all that something free my grandma would have said. Man, who said that, man? Free my grandma, that's all that something you would have said, man, about the bar soap. Was that you, free my grandma? That's all that stuff you would have said. Who said it? Cardenas, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Cardenas? I want to know who said it, man. That sounds like something that free my grandma would have said. That was Kratos. Okay. Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make you a moderator for that one, homie. I'm gonna make you a moderator for that one. Congratulations. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the family. I got to make you a moderator for that one, boy. What Cardenas say up here? That's my boy. Every time he come in, he always support the channel, so I'm going to always read his comments. I'll back up and read his comments. All right, he says, and to add to the discussion, has anyone noticed when watching a movie or TV show with nothing but Caucasians, whenever they're done having sex, neither person puts soap or water to that? Exactly. And I don't know why they always falling down in the movies. Why they can't run without falling? Why y'all got to be looking back while you running? Black people ain't looking back. We too focused on hauling ass. It ain't even fair for the black people to die first in the scary movie. We really know how to run deep away. Y'all heard Cat Williams. Black people don't discover is that a grizzly bear or a Rottweiler? You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to know. We ain't trying to figure that out. We don't discover nothing. Listen, all you got to do with black people, right? Oh, I ain't done yet. Oh, you welcome, brother. All you got to do with black people, you can get a group of black people. Let one of them start running. The rest of them going to start running too. They don't even know what they're running for. They just see, but y'all white people, y'all got to run and look back. Y'all got to go investigate. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that. But here we go. Let's get to it. One more laugh, y'all. One more laugh. One more laugh.
Yeah, I remember you did an interview recently where you talked about some of the, the racist things that people said about black people and monkeys and so forth. But you said when you actually scientifically look at white people, monkeys are hairy. White people are the hairiest people on earth. I am really hairy. Like, seriously.
I don't shave.
No, I shave.
I didn't say it. I ain't say it. And this is Vlog TV, so y'all can't say he racist because he look like y'all. He hairy too. I ain't say it.
I'm shaving.
I know. I
got hair on my back,
coming up
my chest is all hairy.
The hair coming up
hair on my ears.
Listen, my 7th grade math teacher's name was Mr. Pike, and this dude had some big old calves. He had like Popeye calves, And he had these big old ears, and he had a rainforest of hair growing out of his ears, y'all. I don't even know how he heard us doing class. We asked him questions. You know what I'm saying? Because he even had hair. Man, listen. I wish somebody was in here from my area right now that went to that school. Y'all know about Mr. Pike at Lincoln, 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about the rainforest ear math teacher. Come on now. You can start a brush fight with all that hair in his ears, boy.
Okay.
These
were highly overlooked similarities.
The big ears. White people usually have big ears.
Bigger ears around.
Monkeys have thin lips. White people, I have thin lips.
Yes.
So really, I look more like a monkey than anyone else. But, but then there's the whole racist stereotype.
So y'all hairy and y'all got the thin lips. Y'all hairy like the monkey and you got the thin lips like the monkey. And when you shave the monkey, he looks just like you. Don't the truth hurt? I told y'all got the primate gene. You're used to climbing. That's why you like climbing those mountains. Some of y'all counting down right now to Friday because you're going out of town to climb some mountains, to do some hiking. You wonder why you like climbing. You had to climb to get back to your caves in the Caucasus Mountains, y'all. Right now to this day, the Caucasus Mountains still exists. And some of the caves that's in there, you have to be airlifted to them. You have to be airlifted to them. Somebody put mayonnaise monkeys. Oh my God, not the mayo monkeys. Not the mayo monkeys. Oh no, not the Miracle Whip chimps, y'all. Not the Miracle Whip chimps, y'all. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't doing that, man. Y'all better stop, man. Y'all better a rainforest of ear hair. Yeah, man. Yeah, and then want to wear a hearing aid. Then choose to wear a hearing aid, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no hearing aid in there. You got to mow the grass, sir. Inside Mr. Pike ears used to look like a field of sugar cane, y'all. Used to look like a field of sugar cane you looking in that man's ears, man. For real, every now and then when the fan is going in the room, you see the hair blowing in his ear. He let the top down on his convertible, bro. Not only do his hair blow on his head, but it blow in his ears too. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, let's go.
The 19th century anthropologist is probably the most racist period in the most racist branch of science there ever was, and it's evident by
deity of the wind say they be from the Hidden Valley Ranch Mayo caves. Hey, I just want to know where all of them went, man. Come on, y'all always talk about being invited to the black cookout. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we season our food. I finally extend the invite, and then all of y'all haul butt and go back to the casseroles, them bland-ass casseroles. Where y'all at? I invited y'all to the barbecue. Hell, y'all are the barbecue. We roasting right now. You always fuss like we don't invite y'all. But I always see white people online talking about, hey, can I go to the cookout? Can I go to the cookout? We invite you to the cookout and you running away. We are inviting you to the cookout for once and you are running away. You can't tell me them greens ain't good. Huh? You can't tell me them greens ain't good. It don't taste like the humans you're used to eating. Is that what you said, sir? It don't taste like the bloody meat you're used to slurping from your steak, sir. Huh? Huh? It was too well done for you? Was it too well done? It wasn't red enough, right? It wasn't red enough. I have a question. Do you also eat your partner when she's red? Ooh. You know you're nasty enough. Y'all like that red meat. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good unless you got the blood dripping from your lip. You vampire. It ain't good unless the blood is running from your lip. Huh? Yeah. Let's go. Leslie, you know what? Leslie, welcome to the tribe, Leslie. Welcome to the tribe, Leslie. I be clicking on the wrong one, man. Malou mad at me. I need to see Malou. I accidentally hid Malou this morning. I was trying to hide someone else. I think I unhid her, but I have not seen that sister, man. If y'all know how to get in contact with Malou, please get in contact with Malou. I did not mean to do that, man. I love Malou. That's my girl, man. I feel so bad.
The moment you start categorizing people, and then ranking them, well, you're going to rank yourself at the top. And that will deeply bias you for what you look for and what you cite as evidence to support your biased view. And you don't even think you have a biased view. But these biased views fed the entire eugenics movement. The eugenics movement was let's purify the human race by preventing the undesirables from mating, right? And forced sterilization, all of this. Yeah. A little known fact is the eugenics movement, which was big in the United States in the 1910s and 20s, fed the philosophies of Adolf Hitler as he rose up in the 30s. But we want to distance ourselves from him.
Ooh, it's been too fun, y'all. Y'all got my eyes burning. Cardina say, hell, when Kamala Harris said I wash my greens in a bathtub is when I knew she'd been around them people too long. Doug, her husband. Hey, she don't even wear her marriage name. Her name is actually Kamala Imhoff. Imhoff. Oh, you know that's a white name. Imhoff. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Imhoff. Trying to sound black. Trying to play identity politics. You know what I'm saying? What she mean? What she mean? No, we don't know she bathed. We know that she bathed them greens in the tub. She didn't say she bathed. She say she bathed the greens. And I'm not eating no greens that you put in the tub. That's like sharing the same bath water. We heard about this already. We heard about this. You know what I'm saying? We heard about this, y'all. We gonna wrap this up. I got to figure out how to get Malou back, man. I got to figure out how to get Malou back. Can anybody, do any of you moderators, can y'all figure out how to go find Malou and get her back? I thought I unhid her. I was trying to hide someone who's making a racist comment today, and her comment was right below theirs, and I guess I hit her instead. Can anyone find Malou, please? Please, come on, moderators. Please go get Malou. Can anyone do it? We need somebody tech savvy. Can anyone with some moderator power find Malou? I just want to make sure she's unhidden, that she can come to the channel. Oh, man. All right, y'all. I just need to know if somebody can find Malou. She's part of the tribe. I made a mistake. No, I already tried. I can't find her. But I do think I unhid her this morning when it happened. I'm just not sure, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I've tried. I'll go in on one of my laptops and try. But I got to get that sister back. If y'all see her on any more channels that y'all, that y'all are on, any more platforms that you are visiting, please let the sister know we love her. I made a mistake. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring her back, y'all. With that being said, man, I've enjoyed everybody. I've enjoyed everybody. Let me say it again. I've enjoyed everybody. This was a classic live right here. It was informational, entertaining, and funny. I'm not going to read that comment, yo. But when you find it, don't break me off. Hey, I ain't going to read that comment, but when you find it, break me off, though, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Break me off. Yeah. Dear to the Wind, you've been sticking around for a while, too. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the tribe. You've been around for a minute, too. Welcome to the tribe. You know what I mean? Welcome to the tribe, dear to the Wind. You've been around for a minute, too. I'm trying to see who else I done missed that been sticking around for a minute, especially if they got them good jokes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got them good jokes. See, what a good joke will damn sure make you a moderator. Listen, y'all know I love to laugh. I'm goofy like that. I love to laugh. Who else I miss? Who else I miss? I pay attention to the names that return, the people that come back constantly. I appreciate that. So I definitely want to give you a reason to keep coming back. All right, I know to look for T. Holmes in my next live, in the next few live streams. If they keep coming back, then they'll be next up. You know what I mean? T. Holmes will be next up. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have made my day. Y'all have made my day, man. Hey, laughter is good for the soul. You right, Cardenas. This thing here was so funny. I done laughed till my stomach hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have passed gas laughing so hard. Oh, man. Hey, T. Holmes, they say never put off, you know what I'm saying, for tomorrow what you can do today. So just in case I ain't blessed to wake up tomorrow, congratulations. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You just got to hit your notification bell, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit your notification bell, put it on all. And ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress this enough, and I keep reiterating the same thing. If I'm not able to go live, I've been doing videos for 6 years. YouTube is just not pushing my content. Y'all go check out those videos. Run those videos up. They're just as funny, entertaining, and informational and resourceful as my lives, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think I get down a little bit better in the videos, y'all, because I ain't got to deal with trolls. You don't want to miss those videos, man. Y'all go look at the videos. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through something, you need some uplifting, go visit my shorts on my YouTube channel, man. I got a little something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? A little something for everybody. But the videos, truthful and hilarious. Me and my brother in the cut, we do a segment called the Black Charlie Jerks, y'all. Y'all will love it. Y'all will love it. You know what I mean? Y'all will even see Mr. Patriotism if you stroll down far enough. That's right. I play a character called Mr. Patriotism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we be clowning, man. Y'all go look at them videos, man. Go check out them videos. But anyways, man, listen, I appreciate everyone. It's love. I'm going to work on getting my Lou back because it's not sitting right with my spirit, y'all. It's not sitting right. You know what I mean? It was an honest mistake, but I got to get my Lou back to the tribe. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, wait a minute. See, my fingers is telling me to do what I'm supposed to be doing, but my mouth is moving. So here's what I post that said and done. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with the real internal, spiritual Most High, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not that colonial stuff. The oppressor and the oppressed can't have the same God. You know what I'm saying? Your slave master praying to white Jesus like, please let me keep these N-words enslaved. We making good money off these crops. But the slave master was praying to white Jesus saying, white Jesus, please, please, please give us liberation. Please free us. And Jesus sided with the white supremacist and the slave master because we went through this for 400 years. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. And remember, black people, we were spiritual before we were introduced and indoctrinated by religion. We were spiritual before being introduced and indoctrinated with religion, y'all. Voodoo, hoodoo, magic, that's our spiritual lineage. Return to your roots. They fear that. Just like they fear a black man with dreads. The only type of black person they don't fear is a sweet one. Y'all put that together. The only type of black man they don't fear is a sweet one. The only type of black woman they don't fear is a sweet one. Y'all know what I mean by that. LBGTQ. Ashe.